ocean highways and palisades, open road and promising dream will call. Now I rest these tired eyes, fleeting years vanish in the haze. Tonight I wanna drive again till this lonesome darkness fades. Tonight the strangers like young lovers out on a palisade. Out on the palisade. Dreaming in a hard world, I told them price to pay. Broken pieces of heart scattered all along the way. Faith in the magic of a true romance, your pretty heart and mine. Lost in a lover's slow dance this world behind. Tonight I wanna drive again till this lonesome darkness fades. I
Smoking joints, playing pinball, firecrackers on Banana Road. Our moms never told us no. The first time I fell in love, summertime on Banana Road. Donna was everything and more. In the bar with some chili dogs, kissing and laughing on Banana Road. I got some hay inside my nose. Hard to let it go. What you learn on Banana Road. Never needed more. I could feel it in the road. Come on! Drinking on the patio at the bar on Banana Road. It was good, the beer was cold. Milli Vanilli on the stereo, singing all the rock and roll, headbanging everywhere we go. 17 and I felt the pull, bought a guitar on Banana Road. I was dying to write some songs. Me and Clovis tried to start a band, playing drums on some tin cans. Our record shot to number one. Around the world to go, but you're thinking about Banana Road. Always wanting more, 'cause you can't forget the road. And all them years ago, when you were sitting on Banana Road, try to move along, but you can't forget the road. You can't forget the road. Banana Road, oh, 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 Banana Road, oh, 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 Banana Road, oh, oh, oh. A band made it to the top. The spirit of Banana Road cannot be stopped. But we was on some shaky ground. Clovis quit on tour too. Met a girl, moved to Malibu. Turned his back on all he knew. Had our songs on the radio, but we couldn't do it anymore. Too many drugs and too much booze. I got married and I said goodbye to the road that can never die. I walked away to start anew. I'm a grown man now, I know. Got 6 boys of my own. I was thinking about the road. Drag my sons to Banana Road. Let them feel it deep in their souls. There ain't no way to kill the road. There ain't no way to kill it. Finally made it home. Now I'm staying on Banana Road. Like a miracle, there was joy inside me, oh. Finally made it home. Now I'm staying here, I'll never go. Like a miracle, we are one Banana Road. We are one Banana Road. We are one Banana Road.
I was a little late on the draw. The clock disappeared as I was like 2 seconds over. I'm getting better at timing all the songs we play. Good evening, everybody. It seems very quiet in here. The AC is not on. That got me worried because I feel like it's just gonna get hot in this room. I turn on all the damn lights and it gets really hot. Hey, it was a good song. It was a good song too. That was Banana Road by Hot Dad. It's like a Springsteen, Tom Petty. It's like all those. It just sounds like a singer-songwriter song. It's a I don't know how to take it seriously because it's a song about growing up and learning the lessons as you get older in life, and adjusting your aspirations for where you wind up in life. But it's fucking called Banana Road. It's a song about Banana Road. It's hard to take it seriously. Hey, before we get too far into tonight's stream, hi by the way. I gotta give special shout outs. We got a new person in chat who made his first post, already had a VIP badge. You're probably wondering what the deal is with that. If you don't recognize the name Solo Does Stuff, you might recognize the name Rad Chickens. It's the Doodle Heroes guy. That's like literally the first thing he posted in chat was in response to me posting the Bob emote to Zahanda or somebody else while we were waiting for the stream to start. And he was like, "That's my guy." And then when I saw who it was, I was like, "Yeah, man, I kept to my word. I made him an emoticon. People use them all the time. People like them. So, that's. I'm glad to see you here, man. I'm finally getting the Doodle Heroes cards unboxes up on the YouTube channel. I was really far behind, and I thought I could catch up and get to where things were, and then I realized that wasn't working out. So I'm like, I'll bump those to the front of the line and start putting those in the editing queue. I got one of the three out, and then directly behind me, nope, turning the wrong way. I got to do the weatherman thing. Directly behind me is the artwork that he sent in. That is just part of the set that's been there since I got it. So. But I hope you've been doing well, man. Good to see you. I will try to temper my reactions to things, because now I know that we have a younger viewers tonight, so I probably shouldn't be dropping F-bombs and making too many raunchy jokes, because I know whenever he saw the Doodle Heroes things I did on Twitch and he put the clip on his channel, he did censor all the expletives and things like that, because you see the no words on YouTube. So I so we can't say. It's the gag I did a long time ago. My best friend and I from high school, when I was in college, we got together and for a big film project that I did for school, we had a truncated version of the first episode we were doing of a show for YouTube that we built a set for and everything else. And of course we had to bleep the curse words and things like that. So we had a little like 30-second intro of the two of us sitting at my parents' house. My mom has a garden in the backyard against the fence, and it says Garden of Angels. It has these two little cherubs on the sign. And me and him are sitting on the little stones in front of the garden, so you can see that sign behind us. And then we introduce ourselves and say, "Here's the show." And then we say, this is an edited version for, Texas A&M University. So then my friend Jason, he goes, "That means we can't say words like shit." And it's bleeped, of course. So, but you hear this, and then it's bleeped. And then I go, "Yeah, and we can't say words like fuck." And then that's also bleeped. And then... And then Jason says, "And we also can't say," and then I just had him on camera. I just said, "Just recite the Pledge of Allegiance," or whatever. You know what I mean? So he just says that, but it's one sustained censor beep. That's the entire thing. So you have no idea what the hell he's saying, but it is very clearly an extremely offensive word, whatever it was. And then when he finishes that, then I'm like, I just get up and walk. I'm like, "That's disgusting," and I get up and walk away, and we did that. Yeah, Kazooie, we got a quote from Kazooie. She says, "This game sucks." We haven't even gotten in tonight's game. That's after the thing. We got some tier list stuff to do. So it's the first Friday in March of 2026. So we have our opener. We have our opener this week, and instead of just doing an unbox, we're actually going to be kicking it over to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, where we're going to be doing a couple of stupid little tier list things. We do need a Doodle Heroes tier list. Someone needs to make one, because I don't know. I've never made anything on Tier Maker, unless there is one. They all go in S tier. I feel like they would all go in A tier. Bob goes in S tier. Okay, That's that's the way we're gonna do it because Bob's the one that has an emoticon. We also have the 689 one. But that one you have to have Franker faces installed to see that one because that one is an emote, but that's not one that's in the Twitch channel that appears for everybody. So, dude, Gem Boy, man, we got we gotta have the Gem Boy, you know. So I figured one of the things we could do for the tier maker stuff. Tonight's game is Rugrats, by the way, for the PS1. I'm sorry. I thought maybe we could see if I'm sure there's going to be a tier list for like Nicktoons, and then we could have we could have a very intellectual conversation about which of the Nicktoons are good. Spoilers, not a lot of them. But we can get into that. So let me hop on over. Let me see if I do this correctly. Will it work on the first try when I click this? I mean, maybe it did. I don't know. Before I get too far into the stream, I got to give special shout outs. Zahando hit his 15 stream streak. That's the thing they do now. It's not like a monetary thing, but when you hit little milestones, it'll tell like it's like 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. It's like it increments weird like that. But you do get to put a special message that gets highlighted. And Zahando says, "Oh God, only 15? Time to throw a quinceañera. Got to get a dress and everything. I'll take you to the Corpus Christi Trade Center tomorrow, Zahando. They're open on the weekends. Come with me." Hades Flame also okay. This always throws me off since they reworded it. Hades Flame subscribed for 79 months on a 45-month streak, but they put the two numbers there and it throws me off. His words of wisdom. His words of wisdom is man, a few words, speak softly and carry a big stick. Big stick, okay? That's what he's got. So yeah, that is true, Fangermon. You do get more channel points when you get the streaks, which is important because I'm gonna roll out a thing where you can get free Pokemon cards and stickers and things like that coming up. I've got new Pokemon cards coming to the Etsy store whenever they get here. I've already approved the proofs with the printer, and they're on their way. So maybe by the middle of this month we'll have them. Maybe not next week's show, but next week's show we'll get it. So. Let's go search in the thing. If I type in Nicktoons. Here we go. Rank Nicktoons de mejor a peor by best to worst. So we got 55, 50. They made that? I mean, I guess they did. Didn't they? Nicktoons. Rank. Virgin. Yeah, we're talking about Nicktoons. What of it? That's what we're doing. Do we have them? Why are they all in Spanish? What? What are they? What even are some of these? Some of these are too new for me to even know what the hell they are. We got No la he visto, which means I haven't seen it. No la recuerdo, which means I don't remember it. And then we have obra maestra, which is the very whatever it is. There's one. It doesn't necessarily have. It might be funnier to do it in Spanish. Here, every Nicktoons ranked: perfect, amazing, great, good, decent, forward stroke, okay, mediocre, bad, awful, terrible, abysmal. And we got the logos. Okay, we got the logos on this one. We get Telemundo Gatorbox. It's always funny whenever I whip out the Spanish when like people don't know, like that's, but because I can read it and I can speak it a little bit. A solo it mentions, should he do Doodle Hero? Should he restart Doodle Heroes? I think you should. I mean, I would definitely pick up some more cards if you put some. I am pretty sure there are people watching this right now who would get Doodle Heroes cards. I don't know if folks who saw the streams and stuff like that, I don't know if I helped you, if I gave you the Gatorbox bump. I don't know if anybody actually bought more of them, but they should have. It would be interesting, if you had scans of everything to make, like, how hard would it be to make, like, in like Godot, like a card game, because it's just kind of like war, you know. High card wins. There is a deck building aspect to it, but it's like you could probably do something in like Godot and make a digital version. I've thought about wanting to do that, but it's they oh yeah, right after you got two sales. Hey, to the two people that went and bought some Doodle Heroes after we did the stream a couple of years ago. Thank you. I'm thanking you personally. If you're watching this, if you're one of the people that did that, thank you for doing that. I mean, I know it means a lot to him. It means a lot to me too, because I was like, you know, that we had that moment. So thank you for getting the dude. And I hope you got some epic pulls too. You know what I mean? I hope you got a Gem Boy. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but you know, I got it. But yeah, keep me posted on that. I would now that I'm actually getting the videos up on the channel and I'm not letting them languish in my editing queue, I can at least keep current with it and kind of bump those. I'm kind of throwing my editing queue in the trash. I'm like, whatever people want to see, we're just gonna cut to that. And we're gonna start editing that. So, all right, let's do this. I am going to simplify this. I don't need that one. I don't need mediocre. I'm simple. I don't think we need bad. I don't think we need. So that's it. We're gonna simplify it to perfect, amazing, good, decent, bad. You know what? I would even. Okay. Well, we'll work with it. We'll work with it there. So let's see. This Avatar, okay? Avatar, the American anime. So this is gonna be a hot take. No, they're not. They're not alphabetized. They're not chronological. They're just all over the place. Okay, so Avatar the Last Airbender. We played the games. We actually played the one for the 360 as a joke because that was the game that everybody played for 5 minutes to get the easy 1,000 achievement points, and then I'm convinced nobody ever actually played the game, ever. So I was like, is that even a good game? Let's play the game. And it was okay. And then Hades Flame sent in the PS2 game, and he drew some Kino box art for it. We played through that on our chill streams, and it was fine. It was like baby's first Diablo, you know, where you kind of go through and do the missions and grind and get the loot and level up you get your better equipment, and then you go to the next area. It was fine. As for the show, I'm gonna catch some flack from this. I'm gonna say it was decent. I never really watched it. You guys, okay, fine. I'll put it in good. I will concede that it was a good show. I just never watched it. I never really cared. You know, yeah. I mean, obviously it had to be a pretty good show. It ran for so long. I know it's one of those like critically acclaimed things. Unfunny Nerd's asking, could Gem Boy beat Ness from Earthbound? You know what? I think Ness would try his PK special, his PK cool thing. And Gem Boy, he'd be like, dude, Franklin badge, you know, that's it, you played yourself. I think Gem Boy would win. So Chad is telling me Legend of Korra is no good, which is this one. I haven't seen it. Gay for Aliens took offense at me putting it into decent. I bumped it up to good, okay? He's like unsubscribing, unfollowing. I'll put Korra. Chat seems that's the thing. I have never even seen this show. I know it exists. I know less of it than I do for the original Avatar. I just know it's a spin-off of it based on the one character, and I know that nobody seems to like it. Sahanda doesn't like it. Solo doesn't like it. Is it? I think Gay for Aliens might actually like it. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. So they're throwing us some weird ones here. We have Invader Zim. I'm gonna be straight with you. When Legend of Korra is goated, everybody who's responded to this show in chat says it is a terrible, S-tier, abysmal, and Gay for Aliens is like, this is goated. and Invader Zim is S tier. So let me put it let me put it this way. Let's break it down. Invader Zim, one season, okay? It was a little bit ahead of its time when it came on TV. It's like the thing from Back to the Future. You don't really like this, but your kids are gonna like it, you know, whatever they say. Invader Zim existed for a brief moment and lives on to this day in Hot Topic, okay? And there are people who have based their entire personality around this show that has like 12 episodes, and it has not aged well, okay? And there was a time when it was like a hidden relic, like a lost relic of Nickelodeon's. Like, man, you guys believe this show only got one season? You know how funny this is. It's so random and ahead of its time. When people were saying that, when it was funny to say, I'm gonna sing the Doom song now, doom doom doom, doom. You know, that was when Invader Zim was made. That wasn't funny yet, but then it was, and people were like, how'd they cancel this show? This belongs in MoMA. And then almost as quickly as that humor was in style, it absolutely wasn't. So, you know, Invader Zim is one of those things that it was.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Straight up, I marathoned Invader Zim, and I still had 3/4 of a day left to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Come at me, I'll turn you into a statistic. I'm putting Invader Zim in bad. It's not a good show. I don't like it. It exists purely as a vehicle to sell merchandise to 30-year-old women who still think they can pull off the goth look, and they're shopping at Hot Topic when they have no business being there, okay? My life as a teenage robot.
That's a lot of damage.
My life as a teenage robot. I don't even know. I watched this show a couple of times. This is Jenny, right? Jenny the blue robot. I don't remember anything about it. That's the thing, is it's okay. I'm gonna put it in the green section for okay. It's a high school comedies animated sitcom where one of the characters just happens to be Jenny XQZ, whatever her name is. I don't know. Wild Thornberries. Okay. Fandramon, when we started doing this tier list, Fandramon's like, you need one that's smashing as a tier. Shout outs to Tim Curry who voiced Nigel in this show. I'm gonna you guys are like perfect, smashing. You know, I don't like the art style. I think Class B Chupo cartoon. Oh, we're playing one tonight. It's Rugrats, okay? We're playing that tonight. I don't like their art style. It's gross, but it was very of the 90s. It was very of the era. And I gotta say, out of all the ones they made, it's a weird show. It has a weird idea. You know, it's like Eliza Thornberry gets a Tiki tribal man, puts a curse on her, and now she can talk to animals, but also still talk to people. So it's not as interesting as the plot of Crusader of Senti, where the protagonist can only talk to animals and loses the ability to speak to humans. You know, she can just talk to everybody. So it's I would say, honestly, out of all the Class B Chupo works, it's probably one of the best ones they did. It's certainly better than, where is it? Rocket Power? It's just straight no. That's We're not even having a conversation. You're making a cartoon about rollerblading. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like, it's certainly better than that. Okay? Back at the Barnyard. See, the thing with Back at the Barnyard is, like, you guys, I didn't like Rocket Power, okay? There was even an episode of Rocket Power about battle bots, okay? And I still threw it in the abysmal tier, down there with the Legend of Korra, right? The fucking squid builds a robot called Zagron, built out of a fucking, like, it's like a beer keg that's got a hockey stick that it swings with, and it rides around on a skateboard. You get that, what is this, Scrap Daddy? Get this out of here. So here's the things. The Barnyard movie, phenomenal. S-tier movie, okay? But the show was not as good as the movie. I'm putting the Back at the Barnyard down with the Teenage Robot. It's not that good.
Bunsen is a. We need a new tier. Hang on. Row below. Because we need a tier for ones where it's like, oh, damn it. We need a tier for what is this? We'll just make it gray, you know, or light gray. Because like, I don't even know what Bunsen is a beast. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Is the gay for aliens? Is the cow trans on Barnyard? Otis, is Otis trans? Because she has udders. Bulls don't have udders. What is this? Random? I don't know what random is. Is this a show? What is this show? We'll get back to that one. The secret, is this the Secret Sundays? Secret, I don't know what this one is either. The Secret Saturday? No, that was on Cartoon Network. Right? Okay, these are going until I figured out. I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are. I can't tell from what of the logo I can see. Hey, Mattiator. Yeah, the Barnyard show is pretty good if you only see like TikTok clips of it. You know, like just little like shorts. In 60 seconds or less, you see a funny scene from it, and it's funny, but the whole episode is not. You know, I don't really know. That's where Billy and Mandy that's Cartoon Network is Billy and Mandy, right? Right? Grim Adventures. Yeah, that's Cartoon Network, man. Okay, As Told by Ginger. That's another Class B Chupo. That's a Class B Chupo cartoon. It's not as good as Thornberry's, okay? I feel like I can't put it on the same tier as Avatar. You know, I didn't like it, but this is the one where it's like it takes place in a high school. It's like My Life as a Teenage Robot, but the Teenage Robot was more comedy. As Told by Ginger is more about like drama and things like that. I'm gonna throw it in there because it's just, you know, it's just that's what that is. The X's. I haven't seen the X's. I don't know. I don't know. Kablam. I will not listen to any arguments otherwise. Okay. Kablam is a fantastic show. Great. Assume the crash position, okay? They got ska. They got the Moon Ska Stompers, okay? Two-Tone Army to play the theme song to that. It's iconic. You know, when that comes in, it's like a Tony Hawk level as soon as the music starts. You come in, you got Henry, you got June, okay? They're doing their thing. It's an anthology. So there's like Life is Loopy in there. There's Sniz and Fondue. Okay. Freaking Action League Now, which actually had a spin-off. I don't think it counts as a cartoon. Is Action League Now on here? I'm pretty sure it probably isn't. I don't see it unless I'm just missing it. I don't see Action League Now. They probably doesn't count because it's claymation. It's like stop motion. It's not claymation. It's the same kind of thing though. Like Kablam actually had spin-offs that led to other shows on Nickelodeon. It's perfect, okay? You know, somewhere I have a set of the Action League figurines. I got to find out what happened to them. Cat Scratch, I remember this. I remember Cat Scratch. I remember the name, and I don't remember anything else about Cat Scratch. I feel, you know, putting Avatar right there, that's that kind of puts my balls in a vice because I'm like, is Cat Scratch just good? Like, is it as good as Avatar? Yeah, I don't even know. It's Solo's like, is it bad that I don't know these? Some of these were from before you were born. In some of these, I mean, I was around for all of these. Okay, I'm about as old as Nickelodeon as a kids network. But there's a lot of newer ones I have no idea what they are. You know, like the ones that we're filling up. Free real estate. Filling up the bottom. I don't even know what they are. Cat Scratch. I mean, that's the thing is that. Did anybody watch this? I'm throwing it with Invader Zim. Nobody knows what this is. What is this one? Ladybug? I don't know what Ladybug is. Kung Fu Panda?
Did you just say tits?
Did I? Yeah, I said Cat Scratch. That's... I haven't seen the. I mean, I've seen the movies. I haven't seen the Kung Fu Panda thing. I don't know what Robot Monster is. What is B Battles I don't know what BX is. I don't know what BX is. It's clearly something else. IBX? There's the rabbits. I mean, the Kung Fu Panda movies are great. I like the movies. There's like 4 of them now, though. I've only seen the first 2. When the first one came out, when Kung Fu Panda 1 came out, I gotta find it. I took a theatrical poster from where I worked at the time. I worked at a movie theater, and it was one of the cheap. Usually, an actual theatrical poster, it's not printed on both sides, but if you flip it over, it's backwards because it's supposed to be on a light box so light can pass through it. But movies from shittier studios, sometimes they would send you a 27 by 40 poster that fit in a light box, but it was just blank white on the back, like it was just printed. It wasn't printed as nicely as something from like Universal, you know. So I took one of. I don't even know what movie it's for. I took one of those, and it was theatrical sized, and I actually did a big drawing of Master Viper, because I had a bunch of Sharpie markers that I did, so I just did a big drawing of her. And that was I have it somewhere. I might know where it is. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that. All right, Chalk Zone. Chalk Zone. I'm going to put Chalk Zone as being just as good as Avatar, okay? You know, it was an interesting idea. I like the premise of Chalk Zone. The idea behind it is that anything you draw on a chalkboard, like when you erase it, where does it go? Well, it goes to the Chalk Zone. So Rudy is the kid, and he draws a little guy. I remember the name. I know the name of the guy. You know, he draws a little character like a superhero guy on the chalkboard and then erases it or whatever at school. Somehow he gets like a magical stick of chalk and then draws like a portal and he goes into the chalkboard. And then all the guys he's drawn are in the Chalk Zone, including the evil ones, you know? So then it's the whole... It's an interesting idea. I like it. It's unique. Okay? Angry Beavers is also just as good as Avatar. Okay? When I was much younger, I used to do an incredibly good impression of both Norbert and Daggett. Okay? I don't know how. And I don't think I'd be able to do it today because it's been about 30 years. But it's fantastic. It's one of the few Nicktoons that like Tom Kenny did not voice a character in. You're right, I'm sorry. It's one of the few ones that Tom Kenny didn't voice somebody in. Okay, SpongeBob. We need to separate this, okay? We need to separate SpongeBob into like the first like 4 or 5 seasons of SpongeBob, and then everything season 6 to present day for SpongeBob, because we're really talking about 2 different shows here, you know. But if we had to take it, as a complete package, SpongeBob obviously has a very it needs its own tier at the top. But the thing with SpongeBob though is that it's like, yeah, Zahano's like, which era? We only have the one. It's had more of an impact on culture than Christianity.
Virgin.
I mean, I'm gonna be straight with you, dude. I pepper SpongeBob quotes into the show all the time. Whenever we're doing stuff, and I'm like, exactly. That's a SpongeBob quote when he's trying to show Squidward copy how to blow bubbles. You do exactly as I do, and he's showing him, and he keeps repeating the word exactly. You know, like. But that's the thing, is that like, if we're only talking about the first handful of seasons, it's absolutely up there with Kablam, but it's weighed down by like the 12 that have come after it. You know, was exactly when he? Oh, that's right. When he's doing the jar, exactly. It was exactly. I thought it was the Bubbles. No, the Bubbles one where he was like, "Bring it around town. Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it." You know, that's what he. I can kind of do a SpongeBob voice. I'm a little iffy on bringing that one out, but you know, since it's not delineated, I'm gonna have to put it with just amazing. Okay, it's because all of Kablam is good. You know, but only like the first handful of seasons of SpongeBob are good, and then everything is Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. And he stabs it, like that's, I don't know. I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna have to put it under amazing. I don't know what Mysticon is. That sounds like a trading card game that nobody's ever played before. I have no idea. Jimmy Neutron is better than Barnyard. It's the same. It's O Entertainment. It's the same guy. Do you know the guy Steve Odekirk? It's the guy from Kung Pao, by the way. The Chosen One. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. That's him. He made that movie too. He did all this. He's a fun. Most people don't know that. It's a funny guy. I like him. I've never seen the Rabbids movie, but just on principle because the games are trash, I'm throwing it down there with Abysmal. Okay, Real Monsters. Real Monsters. We're back to Class B Chupo. Okay, we're back to Class B Chupo, and where do we put Ginger? Our Real Monsters is not as good as the Wild Thornberries, but it's certainly better than As Told by Ginger. There's a real vibe to Our Real Monsters. Okay, you have the Grumble, the guy. It's all about these monsters that live in the sewers because that's where the monsters live, and they go to school down there to learn how to scare people on the surface and things like that. So then, our teacher is the Grumble. It's this guy with like 4 legs and he's wearing high heels. There's a lot of like. I think it's cringe when people are like, this show was so queer and blah, Real Monsters kind of was though, because Grumble has like the high heels and he's very effeminate and things like that. I get it with that. I can see a lot of the characters because people try to ham fist that shit in the Rocko's Modern Life. I'm like, no, that's not, but Real Monsters definitely was. There's a lot of weird, and then Ickis, the red guy that looks like a rabbit, he's it's weird projecting these type of headcanons onto these characters, but when you look at it in hindsight, you're like, yeah, these characters do kind of fit this archetype. I don't know if that's what they were thinking of when they were designing them, but I definitely think that was I don't know. Maybe it was intentional. Fanboy and Chum Chum, I've been told, is a terrible show. I've never seen it, but I'm throwing it down there anyways. All Grown Up, which is the spin-off of Rugrats, where, can you guess what the twist is? They're all grown up. That goes down there with the Chum Chum thing, okay? That's terrible. Every birthday, my mama would say, you're another year older, you're another year wiser. And that pop punk crappy theme song. This show spawned from an episode of Rugrats called All Growed Up, where whoever, Tommy or whatever, maybe Chucky, one of the characters has a dream that everybody is in their early teens and they're in high school and stuff like that. So there's the episode about it, and then one of them wakes up at the end. They find out that they're still a toddler, But then apparently that episode in and of itself was a secret pilot. And since feedback was so well received, they made it into a show and it went for however many seasons. I don't know, but they didn't commit to is Grandpa Lou in the show? He's just really, really, really old, right? Because I remember we had this conversation a long time ago. We were talking about that where I was like, because when they made this show, it was a years after Rugrats, almost a decade after Rugrats. So the people that watched Rugrats have literally, they've grown up, they're still probably in school. They're probably the age of these characters now. And I was like, they could have used it. They could have used that show as a way to teach lessons about life. Grandpa Lou, he probably should have kicked the bucket at some, I think even the dog is still alive, right? Spike? They didn't kill any of the characters. You could have had a moment where, the cast, maybe not, he doesn't die in the show, but he's not in the show because he's dead now. And there could be an episode where, Dill or some, because Dill is a fucking little kid, in the later seasons of Rugrats. Maybe he was never old enough to meet Grandpa Lou, and maybe Tommy kind of was and remembers him a little bit. And they could have had an episode about that, because these are the things that I don't know, people from my generation, you kind of saw these stories. There was an episode in the original Rugrats. Chucky doesn't have a mom at any point in the show, and you're wondering, well, is she divorced? What? No, she's dead, okay? That's why his dad, Chaz, is always so strung out, because, his wife died while giving birth. And they had a whole episode about that, that was a kind of a deep subject. And they didn't do any of that in All Grown Up. You know what I mean? It's like you could have had teaching moments in this show, and you didn't do it. All the characters are still alive. It's dumb. I don't know what Rocket Monkey is. I don't know what Welcome to Wayne is. The Tough Puppy. Was that Paw Patrol? Is Paw Patrol on here? I don't even know, dude. I haven't seen Tough Puppy. Is Tough Puppy any good? I don't even know. I haven't seen Tough. Look how old I am. Does that say Smithy and Grub? Smithy and Craig? Schmitty and Craig? Okay. I don't know. This is specifically because see, look, there's another Ninja Turtles down here. How many Ninja Turtles are there? There's a lot of Ninja Turtles. Only 2 of them are... Okay, well. Turtles, so I think... I haven't... I'm trying to go by... I'm trying to... One of these is better than the other. And I don't think it's this one. I think it might be this one. I think I did that. The Penguins of Madagascar. This falls into the Kung Fu Panda trap. This falls into the Kung Fu Panda trap where like the movies were good. These are the you didn't see anything. It's just those guys. I didn't even think like Gloria and Alex and the zebra that's voiced by Chris Rock. I don't think they're in the show at all. So, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know it's the same kind of thing. Planet Sheen was a spin-off of Jimmy Neutron, and I can't put it in the same tier as Jimmy Neutron, and it's definitely not bad, so it's going in decent. Okay, it's going in decent. And I've been told that, you know what, we're putting that in there because I've been told by chat that it's a terrible show. Rocko's Modern Life is going up here in perfect, okay? Excluding the weird, like, 1 episode, 60-minute revival thing they did for it where they followed up with all the characters. None of that shit exists, okay? Just in the context of, like, this show when it was made, this is one of those ones where they got, that's it. Well, that's the thing. None of Rocko's Modern Life is bad. Most of SpongeBob is not very good. You know, it's really, SpongeBob is really like the beginning, and then a couple of things peppered. Like once Steven Hillenburg passed away, like it went to shit. You know, they've just been churning it out. It's just a IP factory for Nickelodeon. But like all of Rocko is good, and that was we don't. Gay for Aliens. Listen, we don't talk about the newer season. If they would have split SpongeBob into like first, like pre and post, Steven Hillenburg passing away, we would definitely. That would be up at the top and the other one would be at the bottom is what we would be. So it's Rocket Monkeys is a show about farts. Put it in terrible. You got it, dude. Or abysmal or whatever. You got it. You got it on Funny Nerd. All of Rocko's Modern Life is brilliant. It's Conglamo. That the company that Rocko works for. I just remember There's so many. I used to do a really good impression of Heifer as well. Guys, okay, look. If is that the command for Fortune in chat? That Nightbot command is a Rocko's Modern Life quote. Bad luck and misfortune will infest your pathetic soul for all eternity. That is a Rocko quote. And just like the show, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one you do. It'll give you a different number. Fortune number 182, Fortune number 237. It'll give you a different number. But the fortune is always the same. It's when Filbert the Turtle, he opens up, they're at this Chinese restaurant, and they open up their fortune cookies, and Filbert goes first, and it says that on the thing, and he gets paranoid, and then he steals the fortune cookie from Rocko, and he's like, let me have your fortune, because this one's bad, and I can't have a bad fortune. And then he opens that one, and it's the same fucking fortune. And then he goes through the entire episode. Like, he starts buying fortune cookies by the bag and opening them. And he's just reading the fortunes. And all of them are that. They're all that. And he starts freaking out about it. And you find out the reason for that is because the guy, the overworked, wagey that is hired to write the fortunes, he snaps. And instead of saying, today will be a day full of luck and inspiration, like he just has a mental snap, and he starts typing. It's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. He types the phrase about bad luck and misfortune over and over and over and over, and that's it. He doesn't make any more good fortunes. They're all bad fortunes. Like that's the that's that, okay? You know, it's such an iconic and memorable gag that I've put it in this show, and you can call it at any time. It was and I used to do an impression of Heifer as well when I was a kid. I remember there's a picture of me somewhere of me wearing a mask I made of Heifer, like a cardboard, like a paper mask of him. You know, it's a great show. It's a great show. There's also the one where like they got away with so much raunchy stuff on Walker's Modern Life. You know, back when you couldn't say a lot of raunchy things on TV. You know, it's like, weren't they going somewhere in one episode? They stop at a place called the No Tell Motel. You know, and the guy who is there just some, you know, deadbeat, whatever, you know, deadpan guy, and Rocco and Heifer. They want to rent a room, and the guy's like, how long do you need it for? And then Rocco's like, well, we were hoping we could get it, you know, overnight. And he's like, adventurous, are we? Here's the key. You know, like, and then when you're like 7, you don't get that joke, but mom and dad did. You know, like it's really a really good show. It's a really good show. So I don't know what Kappa Mikey is. They make one about the Twitch emote. I don't know. Mr. Meaty. Mr. Meaty is that show with the puppets that everybody hates, and it looks worse than a Class P Chupo cartoon. It's gross and disgusting, and no one likes it. I don't know. Is this Edwin? Hey, hang on. Wait a minute. They're missing one. Dude, you know, they're missing fucking Pelswick, man. I'm sure the only reason any of you probably remembered that is because I did the Let's Watch upload on the YouTube channel where we watched an episode of Pelswick and we're making fun of it. That's the thing, is that we filmed that 12 years ago, my roommate and I, and we were clowning on it, telling jokes. And at the time, we were like, nobody even remembers. No one even knows what this show is. You probably didn't remember it before you watched this video. That was the joke. And it's not even honest. They got every other fucking show. You know, Robot Monster, Rocket Monkeys, Harvey Beaks, I don't know what the fuck this is, Unicorn Hyper, Rainbow Kitty, all this other Pig Goat, Banana Cricket. This literally, like, would you ask Chat GPT to, like, you know, these little magnetic things just picking what is even this? What is this shit, you know? You forgot Pelswick. You forgot the kid in the wheelchair. How ableist of you. Who made this? Is there a creator here? Who made this? Jared Levette. How ableist of you, Jared Levette, you asshole. All right. Use the random cartoon in place of Pelswick. Fine. It wasn't good, you know. I haven't seen this. Okay, let's just weed out the ones I've never seen. I don't know what that is. That's the logo's too long. Attack and the Power of Juju is based on a video game. Pocky and Rocky, Kid Danger. You know, none of these. I don't know any of these. Okay, we're gonna get to this. Loud House. I only know about this because of that fan fiction that's like longer than War and Peace 15 dozen times over. Anybody who likes this show, I am immediately suspicious of. So I'm throwing it down there. I'm throwing it down there, okay? Danny Phantom. You know, he steps into the science device, he gets turned into a ghost, and he's going ghost. It's the guy that shot up a supermarket who was really obsessed with this show. I'm gonna put Danny Phantom, like, that's a thing. Is Danny Phantom as good as the Angry Beavers? No. but it probably is about as good as Told by Ginger, okay? We're doing that. We're doing that, okay? We're doing that. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. I'm putting it up there with amazing, okay? It's not actually, you know what? I'm fine. It's perfect. It's one of those ones. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was one of those shows that had a lot of episodes that like taught you a moral, like a life lesson, you know? You remember that one, like, I'm just trying to think of the specific ones, you know? I don't, it's, Hey Arnold's the blackest show ever made. Yeah. I remember, the one I remember is that, like, yeah, football, everyone remembers, like, hey, football head. But they also remember the creepy kid that's always, like, stalking Helga, you know, and then she always, like, slams the locker in his face because he's always standing right there. Helga is, like, the younger sister. She has an older sister named Olga.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
That honestly, Beeper Bob is probably Dracula Flo. I could see that. She comes from a wealthy family, but her sister is always the better. She's the better of the two siblings. You know, she has the better grades. She can play the piano, and then Helga's always in her shadow, and she's like, there's always that conflict of her trying to come to terms with like not being as good as your older sibling. And there's, I don't know, there's like that's like a running thing. There's like,
Think you can get it inside mine?
speaking of that, she's obsessed with Arnold and stuff, and the feelings are not mutual. But it's one of those things where it's like you have these conflict with like an older sibling where you feel inadequate. There's like that awkward like high school, middle school, high school. I don't know what the grades they're in. Elementary's not elementary, public school, whatever. What I'm trying to say, like public school, like first boyfriends and girlfriends, and it's like awkward and things like that. And you have like these like family moments, you know. The Arnold, he's not an orphan, right? He lives with his grandparents, but I don't know. Did they ever address like why he doesn't live with his mom and dad? I feel like they maybe did. I don't know. But he lives with his grandparents in this house. They live in a big apartment. His grandparents are the supers of this big, it's like New York or some, like a big city. And everybody in there is basically his family because he doesn't really have one. So everybody there is all these wacky characters, and they all have their own little stories and things like that. There's like an Asian guy, like Mr. Tran or whatever, and he there's one episode where like he's a very nice guy, he speaks in broken English and whatnot, but then like there's one episode where everybody finds out that he's like a really good like country singer, and for a flash in the pan, he has like a big popular song about things like that. And then he starts to get famous, and he's like, that's not why I want to do this. I want to I just want to write my music and be happy. I don't want to be famous. And then he just intentionally like stops doing his songs for, in front of, you know what I mean? Like it teaches you like humility and charity. Like when Arnold and his friends, they want to play baseball, and they can't play in the street because there's too many cars. They have to keep stopping their games. They find this like community park that the city's not doing anything with, so they bust their ass and they clean the whole park up themselves so they can play it. It's all like, and then people start using the park for other stuff because they see that somebody else did the legwork to clean it up, and then they just go start shitting it up again. And then it's one of the, I don't know, there's just like so many like unique like little life lessons that the show teaches you. And Arnold has a cool bedroom too, so that goes. So Arnold is, that's a good show. Oh Yeah Cartoons is hosted by Kenan Thompson, and it's another anthology that's like Kablam. And they used Oh Yeah some of these shows on here were spun off of Oh Yeah Cartoons. I'm trying to think which ones. I want to say, I think Chalk Zone was, maybe. None of the Class B Chupo ones were. I think Cat Scratch was one of them. I don't know, but it was good, but it was not as good as Kablam. But I'm not gonna say it was bad, so I'm just throwing it down there in the thing there. Okay, Doug. Fangemon said she's seen Doug. You hated the show Doug, but it was one of those shows your mom thought was hilarious because the dog was named Pork Chop. The theme song unfortunately lives in your head rent free. Doug is a weird show because it started out on Nickelodeon and then they canceled it and then Disney bought it and brought it onto ABC. So you had Disney's Doug, which is a separate show than Nickelodeon's Doug, okay? Doug as a Nickelodeon show. I'm trying to think, it's aged. It's really dated, because they do so many things and like there's so many episodes of Doug that just don't make any sense now, like culturally, because people that are, if a Zoomer watches Doug, they're not gonna know like half the shit they're talking about in there, because like they're doing cassette tapes and things like that. I know Mr. Dink is like a meme, like, but it's gotta be. You know what? I gotta say, it's at least as good as SpongeBob. It's at least Doug is at least as good as SpongeBob. I remember Doug was one of the first cartoons that I ever remember seeing like a pop culture reference in. Back in the 90s, in the 80s, into the early 90s, there were little booths you could go to in like malls, and you could sing a karaoke version of a song, and they would make it on a little cassette tape for you. And then Doug did this thing where he thought he was going to be famous, and he made a little song. He did like an original song or whatever, because Doug plays the banjo. But then he did another one where he did this kind of like rap. No, the bully guy is Roger Klotz. His friend with the blue skin is Skeeter Valentine, I think. Then he has blue skin, like Bebe has like purple skin, and Roger is green. But that's like normal. Like nobody cares. It's funny. But the pop culture thing, he does this song, and he does like kind of a not like a hip hop thing, but there's a music video that he does for his song, and it's a fucking CNC Music Factory reference with the gears and all that stuff. And because I saw that, and I'm like, yeah, that's Everybody Dance Now, but that's Doug, and like that's the first time I ever like knew that you could do that. You know what I mean? Like, so I saw that. But and the thing with like Roger, it's another show that like teaches. The first episode of Doug is like this whole fish out of water thing, because he moves to the town. What's the town? Bloomsburg, I think they moved to Bluffington. It's Bluffington. I think he lived in Bloomsburg and then he moved to Bluffington. The very first episode was like he's like talking about, every episode starts out, "Dear Journal, it's me, Doug," and he talks about what he did that day, and it's him retelling the story. It's like the last episode of Arthur. And the first episode is him with his family moving to Bluffington. And I remember at the end of it, like they pass through the city limits thing, and there's a little counter that says the population of the town, and he sees it like flip up. The one, it like goes up when his family moves in. Whatever it is, it ends in like a 1, like the 1 on the end. And then like Doug, since he feels like a loner, he's like, well, that 1, that's got to be me, because I feel alone here. I don't know anybody. And then he like, that's when he meets Skeeter. That episode, he makes his first friend, and then like that's the whole episode. The whole season starts. It's very relatable for people of a certain age. Doug's older sister Judy is a fucking beatnik or whatever. Like that doesn't exist anymore, but it did back then. So it was in the early 90s, and Judy was in the fashion of the early to mid 60s, thinking that was cool, because back then that actually was cool again. Kind of like how people are talking about the 80s today. It's I don't know. So Doug is good. Rugrats, tonight's game. Rugrats was SpongeBob before SpongeBob was SpongeBob. Rugrats is the reason why this Class B Chupo, these folks have so many other cartoons on this chart. It's because they did this. It's one of the first Nicktoons. Like Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy were the first Nicktoons that they had on the show, or on the channel. And I don't like Rugrats. The original goat. I don't like Rugrats, but for what it like, you have to understand the context of what it did for Nickelodeon as a channel.
Have your grandma pull the car around.
Exactly. Except there isn't a grandma. This is Grandpa Lou. I don't like this. I don't like this show, but it is probably up there as being one. Like, it is an influential show, not just for the 90s, but for the entire channel. This floated Nickelodeon. Rugrats was huge. Before there was SpongeBob, it was Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Angelica, and sometimes Susie the black girl, okay? Because she was added in later seasons. Then you had the... damn it. What's the girl's name? The Asian one from the movie. That, because Chaz, Chucky's father, marries a Chinese woman, and they have a daughter. So Chucky has a stepsister. What's the Chinese girl? Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. So yeah, and then of course the whole big thing in the first movie is that Tommy gets a little brother, Dill, and so yeah. I mean, I clowned on All Grown Up for just being a shitty animated sitcom that takes place in high school, but Rugrats actually had the episodes that, like, you know, like the Mother's Day episode, like, why doesn't Chucky have a mom? And that, I don't know. Both of my parents are alive, so I couldn't relate to that show, but I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I was like, holy shit, like, you can make that, that's an episode of Rugrats? Like, and then I remember, like, when everybody else was doing Christmas specials, I know Rugrats did, like, the Hanukkah special where they told the story of, like, the menorah and all that stuff, and I'm not Jewish, my family celebrates Christmas, but I remember being like, damn, dude, like, I hadn't seen that before. Everybody's like, Merry Christmas and stuff like that, and then they, instead of Santa Claus, it's that. So I don't know, I was both of my parents are, yeah. Hey, you know that Mother's Day episode of Rugrats? Couldn't relate, but it was still written well. But I don't know, you know, it's just like, I hate to keep harping on that one episode, but there's even like moments of levity in it where the kids find out, about Chucky's mom because they find her diary where she was writing about, when she was pregnant with Chucky and things like that, and how much she loves her son and how excited she is to get to know him and all these things she never got to do. And then there's one scene where they're looking through her diary and she was like, pressing and preserving like flowers in there, and they open it and they see the flowers and like, the babies are like, oh, Chucky, your mom drew flowers. And then like the wind blows and they blow out of the book. And then like Phil is like, she didn't draw them very well. It's like, it's this moment that's like really, really emotional, and it hits you in the stomach. And then you have that moment where it's like, yeah, she didn't draw the flowers well. They blew out of the fucking paper. It's funny. And then they bring you back to, I don't know. They don't write shit like that anymore. Anyways, also Cat Dog is also up there with the Rugrats, okay? Great show. Great show, okay? I will not hear otherwise. I was a big fan of Cat Dog back in the day. I drew a lot of fan art of Cat Dog. Clean, okay? I was like 7. But that was my favorite cartoon. I thought the characters were so weird that it was good for being 7, I guess. It's probably, if I found it today, it'd probably suck, but like, the theme song, absolute banger. Mouth harp, banjo, memorable. Tom Kenny voices the dog, okay? One of the cartoons he was voicing everything. Winslow, who lives, the little mouse that lives in the walls, and he, comes out and he has a little doorway. The house they live in, like, before SpongeBob's Pineapple, okay? You had Cat Dog's half of a fish and half of a dog bone, okay? Suddenly the pineapple's not as amusing. It's not as funny, okay? It's not as weird. Ren and Stimpy is also one of the original Nicktoons. It's up there with Doug. John Kricfaluski himself, the animator, not a good guy, but the cartoon he made was funny. This was the original like gross out cartoon. You had Rocco up there that got away with a lot of raunchy humor. But Ren and Stimpy also pushed the envelope on a lot of things. I remember the episodes where they were talking about, what was it? Stimpy had to go use the bathroom. No, Ren had to use the bathroom or something. And then Stimpy's like, are you doing number 1 or number 2? And then like Ren is like, he says in a really like salacious voice, he's going in the bathroom to do a number 3. And like, they both knew what that was. The thing with Ren and Stimpy though is that it was more like viscerally disgusting, where there was a lot of like body horror in Ren and Stimpy, that weird kind of 90s gross out, body horror thing with like teeth being pulled out and the little nerve ending still like wriggling like a snake. It's really, really nasty, gross humor. A lot of puking and things like that, where Stimpy eats the cat litter. he thinks it's cereal. He thinks it's granola, so he's eating it. It's like Neversoft eyeball stuff in Clear Black. It's, you know what? I'm gonna kick it down a thing just because I feel like out of the original Nicktoons, it kind of lives in the shadow of the others. But I will say my favorite thing from Ren and Stimpy is Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence. It's a board game. It's a board game where the objective is to not pee on the electric fence, okay? And you can simply object to doing it. You don't have to do it, okay? But if you roll the dice and you land on the space that tells you that you have to pee on the electric fence, you do it, and then it shocks you and blows you up in a cartoon way. And then you lose the game, okay? But it's... So remember how absurd that was. Everybody remembers like Log, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. The song was Log, Log, and they roll down the stairs, and it's there's that. Everybody remembers the theme song. Everybody remembers Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy. I feel like people remember the music of Ren and Stimpy more than the actual show, but it didn't really age all that well. It's, out of all the original Nicktoons, it's probably the weakest of the three. And then I'm pretty sure John Krzyzewski, he voices Ren, but he was like fired from production of the show after like the first like 1 or 2 seasons, and it continued on for several more, and it was just done by other people. He wasn't writing it, and I don't know if he still voiced Ren. I have no idea, but whoever carried the torch without him managed to keep the format of the show the same, which means that oh, dude, how can I forget Powdered Toast, man? How can I forget Powdered Toast? He flies backwards. First of all, Powdered Toast, he looks like a can of Ajax cleaner I think it's cinnamon dust. You put it on, you make toast, okay? And you sprinkle it on there to make it taste like cinnamon. And he flies like a superhero, right? But if you pay attention, whenever he's flying, the background is not scrolling the correct way. The joke, because it's the joke, back in like the Flintstones and the Jetsons and things like that, when they're running through the house and the background just keeps looping nonstop, as they run. Powdered Toast Man does the same thing with the background, but it's flying opposite the direction he's facing. So... Of course, everyone remembers the horse with the really, really, really well-defined nipples, which was really weird. Again, that's like that weird, visceral, kind of like gross humor, you know what I mean? Dude, Powdered Toast Man, classic, okay? El Tigre, oh, dude, I don't care about El Tigre. You think you can come in here topping Powdered Toast Man? No. Mighty B, I appreciate the fact that Amy Poehler voices Mighty B, but she does that voice of like a child with braces on, and it's very grating, and I don't like it. So Mighty B goes down in there. And Fairly Odd Parents. I gotta put Fairly Odd Parents up with, at least with Amazing. I would say Fairly Odd Parents probably is as influential as the ones in that category. It's I think Fairly Odd Parents was I think the last Nicktoon that I actually really, really, really liked, because I was getting too old for this stuff back then. But I remember my younger brothers they would watch Nickelodeon. I remember Fairly Odd Parents had a lot of funny running gags that they did them so often that even if you didn't watch the show all the time, you would still get them. Like the Principal Skinner, whatever the guy's name is, Fairly Odd Parents. Every time he says it, he has to freak out, and he jitters whenever he says it. He's convinced that they exist, and he can't find proof of it. You know what I mean? It's always like. Yeah, Stick Stickly was Nickelodeon, but he wasn't a cartoon. He was a little stick that talked. Because Action League Now was also... Action League Now was considered a Nicktoon by the channel, but it was stop motion and it wasn't animated. So these are all animated. That's what they have. And Stick Stickly, he was little bumpers, and he did like the U-Pick. You could like call in and like viewer requests and stuff like that. But he himself did not have a show, as far as I know. I don't know. But we kind of blew the whole clock doing one tier list, but there's a lot of Nicktoons. And I feel Avatar should be one higher. Okay, you know what? In hindsight, I will bump in the context of its contemporaries. I would agree. Avatar is definitely. You forgot the Gumby tier where only Gumby goes. Gumby's not bad. Fuck you, man. Hang on. You better go at the top. Yeah, I just keep that thing on me, okay? I just got a Gumby ready to go. All right, it's on the shelf over there with all my other cool things. I have a Gumby. I mean, okay, you meant at the top. Good. We were gonna have words plural here, okay? The thing with Gumby though was that he wasn't made for Nickelodeon. He was some other channel. And then he aired on Nickelodeon, but they just got the rights to show it from like Nelvana or whatever. But this was. I remember I have two of these. This was sent in by somebody back in one of the viewer mails. I remember who did it because I haven't edited that video yet. But Gumby has red eyes here, and I remember when I was a kid, there's so many Gumby cartoons that they had long since stopped making them when I was a kid. So I would watch it, and Gumby had black eyes. You know, his eyes were black, not red. And there was one episode. Is that you, Unclear Black? Okay, that was you. That was, yeah, see? Now it makes sense that you would say Gumby goes in the top tier. See, I got bad memory. And I've already told this story, so you guys know what it is. But I remember I had a Gumby figurine, kind of like this one, and he had red eyes. And I asked my mom to paint the dots black because there was an episode where Gumby had a doppelganger and he was a bad guy, and the bad guy had red eyes. But I think at one point Gumby, as an original character, had red eyes. They changed them to black when they started doing one of the other reboots of the show, and then they were just black. And then they did the red eye Gumby, I guess, as a reference to the original series, because he came back from the past. I don't actually know the context there, but I always thought the red eye Gumby was the bad guy, not the original Gumby. So I have a figurine of him somewhere. I haven't found it yet. It's somewhere in this place that has black eyes that were painted over. I also have a Pokey too. Pokey was the horse. Prickle was like the dinosaur alligator guy, and then Goo was the fish or something. I don't know what she was, but you had the blockheads with the letters G and J on their heads. That's how I recognized them from that. But that's yeah, you know what? I get that McDonald Land 500. It's right there with the other stuff. We'll just go straight to that for the next trading card when we do unboxes. So okay. It's enough time. We got to get to tonight's game. I would like to finish tonight's game tonight, and we can do that. So let's cap this off. We're saving this. How do I save it? Done. Save and or download. Okay, this right here. Okay, you know what? Where is Pelswick is what I'm naming that one. Save. There we go. It's what we're doing, all right? Okay, so anyways, we're going to be right back real quick. When we come back from break, tonight's game is Rugrats Search for Reptar for the PS1. I got a little story for you about that game before we get into it. I won't keep you guys waiting too much. I don't really have to move the camera. I just have to set the delay and change my audio configuration real quick. So give me like a minute. We'll be right back. Wow, we're already back. How about that? Easy, quick, nice and easy, okay? So, welcome back to the stream. I'm your host, Draco. We have an interesting pick for tonight's game. So I'll hop right into it. You saw the title of the stream, Dumb Rankings and Dumb Babies. Well, we did the ranking thing. That was Blood, Sweat, and Tears before the Be Right Back, the very short Be Right Back. Dumb Babies, of course, is a reference to Rugrats. Okay, the Nickelodeon cartoon, which is also, we talked about it in Blood, Sweat, and Tears because we did a Nicktoons tier list and we talked about Rugrats. Rugrats Search for Reptar is a game for the PS1. Good night, Solo. Thanks for checking in, man. Hope to see you. Can I create you or let your chat create a character for the Dual Heroes reboot? Absolutely. I will. You know what? I owe somebody artwork that I have to do over the weekend, and I brought home my watercolor pencils and markers from work. I keep them at work to do that. I got to do that, and I will try to think of something for you, and I'll see you next week. See you next stream, next Friday, 9 o'clock sharp. Sleep well, man. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you later. Rugrats Search for Reptar has been streamed on Gatorbox before, and it is one of those delisted streams that is no longer on the channel. It was actually one of the few times we had the entire ensemble cast of 4 hosts at once, and in hindsight, those are the episodes that are the hardest ones to keep online because when people don't want videos and things, you know what I mean? When someone's in a video and they're like, hey, I don't want, you take this video down, I'm like, I'll just mark it private, I guess. I can't really argue against it. What am I going to do? Say no? I guess I could, but I don't want to be a dick. So, we played this game, and it's actually been featured on Extra Life at one point, too. But it's no longer on YouTube. It's only the Extra Life run that exists. So I wanted to replay it this season and put it back on the channel. So now we have the Rugrats Search for Reptar game. The point of the game is Tommy has a Reptar puzzle, and he's lost all the pieces to it, and he has to find all the pieces. And you do that by going to levels that are based on episodes of the Rugrats cartoon. This game came out in like 1997 or 1998 or something like that. So the Rugrats aired in 91 is when it debuted. It was still on TV at the time. So there was a litany of episodes to pick from, but it's mostly the earlier seasons of the show. And we played it. It's one of the few times I've ever been startled on stream. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to get... Fool me, you can't get fooled again, okay? So I know where the jump scare is this time, and it's not going to get me. And I'll tell you about it when we get there, because I will go show it to you. But we played this game, and it was featured on the stream, so I have it. I have the CD, and we played it on my PlayStation 2, and we brought it back out for Extra Life a few years after that, which by now is like 6 or 7 years ago. I have that game, and I do not know where the hell that game is. I cannot find it. You notice I don't have the little thing right here to put the jewel case on. I don't know where the fuck this game is. It wouldn't be on my shelves, because I have limited shelf space. It would not be on my shelves of games that look good on a shelf. I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night up on there. I got Twisted Metal. You think of putting Rugrats on the shelf? No. So it's not on that shelf. Okay, it's not on there. It's not, I mean, I have the jewel case, but I checked my thing of loose discs anyways to see it's not in there. It's not in my garage, where I put some of my, overstock of games I don't have room for. It's not with the jewel cases in my garage. It's not in the drawers of potential stream fodder for that's all Wii and Xbox Connect games and stuff over there. It's not in that. I don't know where it is. I've lost it. I don't know where the Rugrats game is, okay? So I was like, we can just emulate it, okay? I tried five emulators, okay? It took until the 5th one. So I find one that worked. This is one of those games that does not emulate right, okay? There's something about it. The sound is fucked up. The cutscenes don't work. The sound effects don't work. It's like the polygons pop in and out. There's something wrong every time I tried it. I tried 2 versions of EPSXE. One of them just wouldn't work at all. It just would crash immediately. The second one, it only played the game with no cutscenes, no developer logo, nothing played. So that didn't work. I tried the PSXE, whatever, EPS2, whatever, the PS2 emulator. I tried that one, and it doesn't do the cutscenes. The resolution, because they're in a different format, and it blows up on the emulator, and it doesn't look good, and it doesn't play the audio from the cutscenes. It'll play them scrambled, no audio. So that's no go. And then I did a later version of I did the previous version of EPSXE, because it's compatibility with modern Windows things like 10 and 11. It doesn't really work too well, so I dialed it back a bit to a stable one for 10. Tried it. It works, but the sound is very crunchy, and it's very hard to listen to. And I tried a plugin to fix that, to emulate the sound better, and it just wrecked the entire thing, and the game ran at 5% speed. Okay, so that's out of the question. That's two versions of EPSXE, one of like PCS2, whatever it's called. I tried DuckStation. DuckStation didn't work. I tried the PSXC Rearmed, whatever it is, from RetroArch. Okay, that also did not work. And then I decided I have one more shot. I don't know why I'm so committed to this stupid ass game, okay? I could have just bumped it for a backup game. I don't know why I didn't. A long time ago, back when the PS Classic was a thing that you could buy, I got sent two of them. Red Rover 520 sent me a PSX Classic, and Tabitha Bunny also sent me a PSX Classic, because they went on clearance to like $14.99, and two people bought me one and sent me one to the post office box, okay? I have one of them is intact, and one of them I did the soft mod for a very, very long time ago, and I just decided to see if the Rugrats game worked on that. And it did. Flawlessly. Somehow, the PlayStation Classic mini console seems to work just fine. All this, the developer logos work. It doesn't mess with the resolution. It plays the sound. One of the things that I also noticed is that when you start a level, it plays the jingle when an episode starts. One of the emulators cut that, and it didn't play the full thing. It played like the first 3 notes, and then it would cut the sound. So this one, it does all that. It does the cutscenes. It doesn't have any weird clipping with the polygons. So I guess we're going to play it on the PS Classic. So making its debut on Gatorbox for the first time, I've been meaning to do this for a while, we have the PlayStation Classic. And I do not know if this is the one that was sent in by Red Rover Blues or Tabitha Bunny. So thank you to both of you. I'm sorry it took this long for me to utilize it on the stream. I'm just no excuse, okay? There's no coming back from that. I'm sorry, all right? Let's get on to the game. Is that coming on? Okay, yeah, it did. Ah, damn it. All right. Also, yeah, I got a lot of games on this. You know, we got Roll Cage 2, Sexy Parodius, and then right in the middle of these two abominations is Rugrats Search for Reptar. '98 Viacom. There you go. I was right. 97, 98. The international symbol of quality. Hang on, we got to hear this. Iconic. Iconic. End space, where everybody has a pass. So what kills me about this game, that's not the theme song to the show, and that's just generic baby sounds, okay? I hate this game. Okay, we're good. See, this didn't work on one of the emulators. Did it skip it? I didn't tell it to do that. Okay, so then this... You know what? I'm committed to just playing it now. I don't have a back... I didn't get a backup game ready because I thought this worked. Good. Okay. Well... How do we... Can we turn the... There we go. All right. No, it's not stick drift. The PS Classic doesn't have the analog sticks on it. It just, I mean... You want to see if it... Here. You know what I noticed? It didn't play the intro. It's supposed to play a version of the opening. I'm not touching anything.
Where's my reptile?
Really? Fine. I Yeah, this game just doesn't emulate, okay? It just doesn't emulate. Well, no, the thing is that the cutscene is that Tommy kicks the blocks over.
Where's my reptile puzzle?
Yep, they don't shut the hell up, you know. They keep talking. Where is the Reptar puzzle? Cuz they give you a piece for free. Wait, hang on. Is it? It should be right here. Because if I pause it, you start with a piece for free. Anyways, in the cutscene, Tommy kicks over the Reptar thing, and he wants to play with this puzzle, and he finds out he's missing all the pieces to it. Because that's the whole point of the game, is you're finding all the puzzle pieces. Where is the damn...
Popcorn.
Yeah, don't be distracted by the popcorn, kid, okay? Like, where is the puzzle? It's literally, it's supposed to be right here. It's... Does the Reptar puzzle, like, just randomly spawn, or... Okay, you're supposed to be able to go outside, too. Like, what is... The door was open a second ago. Yeah, it does have the intro like the cartoon. It didn't play that either. Okay, well, I'm just gonna assume that maybe some of these... You know, like a real... Why is she just standing there? What... Okay, is this like a creepy version of the game? Okay. She's just standing there, menacingly. Okay, like genuinely? I'm pretty sure she's not supposed to be there. Okay. You know what? Let's just go wander around the house real quick and just see if there's anything else that's weird that's not where it's supposed to be. I don't know why she's... That's another level down there. Like, there's certain little props will trigger certain levels. Can you open these doors? Like... Yeah, this is another Another level in here. That's the 7 Voyages of Cynthia.
This is my mommy and daddy's room.
There's the monkey. There's Thorg. These are things that are all supposed to be there. That's the lion. The lion has a name. I don't remember the lion's name. Okay, like really, where is the Reptar puzzle? Like that's.
It's my room.
Okay, that's the lamp. Is that the puzzle or is that the lamp? Yeah, see, that's because that's the flashlight. That's the Reptar flashlight. That's a different episode.
This is Grandpa's room.
And that's the remote. That's the space level. Okay, that's like it. You guys are just quoting damn Thorg hungry. Thorg want eat. Here, watch this. Right, so let me just see something. Can we just quit? What if I hit quit level? Because we're in the Pickles house. That's just gonna go to the main menu. If I load this and Angelica's not hanging out in the kitchen, we haven't even started the game yet. Because this is not. It's not gonna play the cutscene right.
Where's my reptile?
Yeah, see, I don't know why it does that. It gives you a puzzle piece to start with, and then the puzzle should be on the floor right here.
Where's my reptile puzzle?
Hey, and there's Angelica. She's in there. Oh, all right. Weird. You know what? Let's go play a level. Let's go play a level, and we'll just see. We'll see what it does. The car's on a level, right? That's. You can throw items somehow. Whatever. There you go. Does this work? Yeah, kinda. Mr. Friend is down here in the basement. Is there gonna be... Hang on, what is... Can I first person mode? That's like a plane or something. Okay, I thought maybe that was something in the ceiling. Okay, whatever. We'll... Is this the game? Is this the origin story of the infamous Pickle Man? He is. The Pickle Man is actually Stu Pickles. He lost control of his life making pudding at 4 in the morning. Let's do Fanjamon's favorite thing, all right? Ice Cream Mountain.
Uncle Stu, where's the ice cream?
At the end of this majestic golf course stands Ice Cream Mountain. That's where I'm going to get a hole-in-one and win you kids so much ice cream you'll be eating until you're grown-ups. So what if it's never been done before?
We just gotta get the balls in the holes, and we'll get a
So this
whole
works.
mountain of ice cream. If we all do some, we'll be done in no time.
What was Stu doing there? What was that look? What are we, okay. So, it seems like the audio is playing faster than the cutscenes are. Okay. All Rugrats music is terrible, by the
Instead of
way.
Ice cream. How about a nice plastic spider? Nah, I didn't think so.
Alright. Watch this. Hold on one.
Now, where's that ice cream?
It's on the last hole, Tommy. We've established this, okay? It is supposed just to jump cut to the loading screen, the next one. I really wanted to make sure that the sound effects work so that the characters who never shut up, you can hear them and really appreciate all 2 of their voice lines, okay?
Okay, I can do this.
Come again soon. Bye-bye.
So, no, that's not Cleveland Brown. That's the guy from Ice Cream Mountain. That's the guy who, like, works on the... He's the guy that... He's like the owner of the business. The plot...
The funniest thing ever.
Yeah, sure is. The plot of this episode is that Stu takes the kids to the mini golf
You
course.
want a year's supply of nothing.
What? That's not even where the hill is! Okay. The joke is that Ice Cream Mountain is actually rigged. It's not possible to get a hole-in-one on Ice Cream Mountain because there's paper stuffed into the hole, so you can't actually do it.
This
But
is kind of fun.
Chucky and everyone, they don't understand. God damn it. They don't understand the concept of the mini golf. They just go wandering around looking for the ice cream. And the final hole is a big mountain of ice cream. So they go in there and they start looking for so they pull the paper out looking for the ice cream. And then they don't find it, so they just piss off and do something else. And because they've done that,
All that ice cream anyway.
Stu is able to actually get a hole-in-one on Ice Cream Mountain, and then they have to pay up.
I can do this.
That's the joke, is that the babies unintentionally unrig the mini golf course. I love that you have to walk to where the ball is, okay? You gotta, like...
Come again soon.
Bye-bye. There are little Reptar chocolate bars hidden around each of the levels. I'm not going to pick any of them up because when you collect enough of them, you automatically get a free Reptar puzzle piece.
Where's that ice cream anyway?
So I would like to show as many of the levels as I can, because once you get all the puzzle pieces, the game kind of cuts you off and you
Where's
can't
that
do
ice
anymore.
cream anyways?
Yep, you've already said that, Phil. Happy Teeth. I love that Penguin movie.
You want a year's supply of nothing.
You son of a bitch, Ball. Easy. Easy. First try, okay?
I'm gonna eat the whole ice cream mountain
Watch your
myself.
profanity.
You're right, I'm sorry. Okay, it didn't even close up on the ball to show me where it
I
went.
really gotta change that free ice cream policy.
Where is that ice cream anyway? Where is it? You ever get to the bottom of that? You ever find that? Brock, where is it? I wonder what would happen if, like, you just opened up, like, Google Gemini in another tab and, like, asked Google Gemini about this. Like, ask him where in the Rugrats episode of Ice Cream Mountain, where is the ice cream? You know,
I really
like,
gotta change that free ice cream policy.
you think it would know? Give you some, like, purple prose about how, like, Rugrats was an influential show from the early Nicktoons era. Blah, 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 blah.
Than it looks.
In the memorable episode Ice Cream Mountain. Yeah, you burn up like
You don't want all
5
that
bottles
ice cream
worth of
anyway.
water
Boy, talk about
just for it to
spam.
tell. It's the sled, okay? Rosebud's the name of the sled. There, I just saved you 2 boobless hours.
You want a year's supply of nothing.
I didn't get anywhere close to this Jupiter planet, okay? The weird groaning sound you hear. Oh my god, what?
Nah, I didn't think so.
It's the planet making that weird sound, by the way. If you take more than 5 swings, it resets the hole, by the way. Guys, this 1-year-old is terrible at mini golf. What the fuck? Here's Reptar. Who is that's the best character in the show is Reptar, you know?
Okay, I can do this.
It's only a half mini golf thing, by the way. There's only 9 holes. You won a lifetime.
All that ice cream anyway.
Nothing.
Boy,
You won a lifetime supply of nothing. I like the MSN Messenger way you wrote the word nothing on Funny Nerd. There we go. All right. I think hole 8 is the one that has the scary thing on it that spooked me. Yeah. Okay. So this is very straightforward.
You want a year's supply of
I'm talking,
nothing.
okay? It's a Egyptian level, right? There's just you just go down the but if you explore, you can go around the side of the pyramid and you can go
Want
in
some ice cream?
you can go in here
Psych.
and it's a maze and there's a bunch of Reptar bars that I'm going to try not to pick up. You wandering around down here, you know, you can kind of get lost finding bonus pickups. Like I said, if you come, there's no reason to come down here. But if you come down here, there's Reptar bars to get, and you can get a puzzle piece. There's like 6 or 7 things in here. But we were walking around.
Change that free ice cream
We were
policy.
playing this game. I'm trying not to reveal it just yet. We got close to something, and I started hearing a sound. I'm like, do you guys hear that? It was like it was like a mechanical whirring sound. I'm like, what the fuck is making that noise? And I'm just like wandering around, lost as hell down here. Is it here? No, that's just one of the Reptar bars. It's further back this way. Is it down? Well, I'm not trying to get those.
I can do this.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. You guys hear that? Hang on, where is it? You hear that?
I can do this.
Not that. So I'm like, what's making all that noise? It's this, okay? It's Mr. Friend, okay?
Hey, this is almost fun.
It's Mr. Friend as a mummy, all right? And he walks around too, like he will try to follow you.
Bye-bye.
So as we rounded the corner, he was like clipping through the wall like this, and I came around the corner, and the camera snapped as I went around, and it just like his head is spinning, he's got a big fucking smile, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! I think I said Jesus dick. I think is what I said. It startled me. So yeah, he doesn't hurt you. He's not because you can battle Mr. Friend in one of the other episodes. He's just down here because it's a pyramid. They put a mummy Mr. Friend down here. If you manage to lead him all the way out of the pyramid up to the sunlight, he breaks apart. He just disintegrates. If you lead him all the way out here, he disappears.
Hey, this is almost fun.
But I was like, why the hell was that? What?
I can do this.
It's such a weird, like, I guess they thought it was funny to put the mummy Mr. Friend down there, because that's like the only weird thing they do in the game, you know? Mr. Friend does not appear in this episode. He only appears in the episode The Mysterious Mr. Friend, okay? I appreciate the Nick Lutzko quote, Buster Keaton rules, for #1 hit on country radio.
This is almost fun. Hey, this is almost fun.
It's almost fun, Angelica? Tell me when it becomes fun. Hole 9. This is the last one, by the way. This is the Ice Cream Mountain.
Want some ice cream? Psych.
Oh, he hit me with the psych? Okay.
I really gotta change that free ice cream policy.
This is it right here. This is it, okay? You don't have to get a hole-in-one on this. It ends the same way. But let's see if I can do it, okay? Oh!
Instead of
Oh,
ice cream, how about a
motherfucker!
nice plastic spider?
I really thought I was...
didn't think so.
You can get a hole-in-one on this level. Some of them you
Who
can't.
made up this game anyways?
The previous one, you can't. But like this Ice Cream Mountain, there's nothing back there. If I miss this, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, just tell you. Okay, well, it didn't go. So I'll show you. So in the episode, the kids they come here to the Ice Cream Mountain and they run around behind it because you put the ball into the Ice Cream Mountain and then it comes out the other side. But it's all the holes are full of paper. You can't walk around it in the game. There we go. All right. Okay, well, I guess we're just putting the puzzle pieces down here. Did it not? It's not going to play the... It didn't play the... I could have sworn there was a cutscene at the end of the... Maybe not. I don't know. So, is the Reptar puzzle over here now? Yeah, now it is.
Where's my Reptar puzzle?
See, because normally you can come here and cash in your pieces. Because it is possible to earn pieces outside of a level. Is Angelica still in here? Where did she go? Okay, you saw her, right? You saw her. Is this door open? Is the door outside open? No. Okay, now
It's fun playing outside.
Dude, I don't know. Okay. All right, we're going to. Oh yeah, those are the original Jiggy pieces, but not original. Wait, 98. No, these are both 98. Banjo-Kazooie in this game. So let's do Chucky's glasses. This is the episode where Chucky loses his glasses, and they get broken at some point, right? Like someone steps on them. Okay, I don't think it didn't play that cutscene either.
Is that you, Lil?
Well, motherfucker, I'm a little upset now that it's not playing any of the I mean, it played the ice cream one.
I wish I had my glasses.
Chucky, Silencio. It didn't play the other one though. Like the Reptar puzzle, it didn't play that right.
This is kind of fun.
So, unlike the other one, the babies do appear, standing
How
silently.
about we play hide and go help Chucky?
You gotta race them back to the
Well, it's
playpen.
really raining, but I don't see any cats or dogs falling out of the sky.
Sometimes there's... Yeah, here's somebody hiding back here. Hey.
Maybe we should find a nice game to play inside. What was I thinking? Sorry, gotta run.
Yeah, they're supposed to... Is he following me?
This is kind of fun.
He's like matching my movements? He's supposed to be in the playpen.
This is kind of fun.
He does kind of have a ditto face, doesn't he? Without his glasses.
Duh. wish I had my glasses. Oh, I wish I had my glasses.
Like, they just rapid fire all the quotes off in this game, you know? Like, they just never shut up. I guess everybody else is upstairs. Gee, think someone's over there? Oh man, I tried to jump down the steps. There we go. Okay, you can kind of like do the Mario BLJ down the stairs in this game. It's kind of funny. Okay, so I assume Lil is frozen. So is Tommy just gonna be? Yeah, he's just like. But like he tries to walk. It's not emulating, right? Okay, so we're playing the creepypasta version of this game, where like it emulates. It emulates just well enough for the game to work.
This is kind of fun.
I mean, maybe it's even funnier that way. You know, hell, I don't know. Lil, where the hell are you?
This is kind of fun. Why can't I
kind
just
of-
find my glasses?
It's kind of fun. Like Magic Bean said, it's kind of fun. They're not overselling it, okay? It's almost kind of fun. This game controls about as well as it looks, just in case you're wondering about that. Which is to say, not very well, but you know. I don't think it used analog sticks.
Oh, I wish I had my glasses.
Halo.
I found ya! I'll be first, cause the early girl catches the worms.
Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that.
Took you so long.
So this is just a mini game that takes place in the house, because the whole episode takes place inside the house. You don't go anywhere for this one. That's everybody.
Guess I gotta find Angelica now.
So, Angelica's gonna have the glasses.
Feels so good. Here, take your yucky glasses. Phew, that's
So she's been wearing them because they
You look a
think
little
it's
sick,
funny.
Angelica.
And then she throws up on Stu at the end of the episode because it makes her sick because she was wearing them, and it makes everything, because she's not supposed to be wearing glasses, so everything looks weird to her. But that's why she was wearing it. Oh, no more cookies! This has a great sound effect, by the way. Okay, press triangle to throw the box. Press... Okay, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Hey, over here.
Take the cookies. Run. Run.
Where do you think you're going?
Scarfing them down. Chucky,
Throw it over here.
heads up.
Throw it away.
You take it. Lil just tears them up. Eating them non-stop. Freebasing Oreos over here, okay?
Where's my Reptar puzzle?
Let's go do the Mr. Friend stage. He's down here. He's in the basement. This is one of the episodes that like people say that they thought was scary. Rugrats was Mr. Friend. Where is it? Is it? Oh, is it this? Oh, it's this. It's the machine. Yeah. Because like Stu is inventing a little robot companion friend. I guess it's just not gonna air it's just not gonna show the cutscenes. He makes a little clown. It's the mummy thing without the mummy thing.
Hello,
it's like a-
kitties. Rise and shine. I'm your friend.
That's Mr. Friend.
Show me what you got.
So he's like a little... Okay.
Rise and shine, you
Oh, God, holy shit.
It's no fun to stay in bed,
Okay.
bed, in
So you can see he's like he's not talking right. There's something wrong with him.
Obey your parents, stay out of danger. Take daily baths, don't talk to strangers.
Take that.
The thing is that like he's a prototype toy that's really scary, and
A
he
song for you.
he talks like fucking Max Headroom because he's like broken.
Happy things and laugh and skip and dance and sing.
Take that.
And he winds up scaring all the kids.
From squiggly worms, they're full of dirt and yucky germs.
So they do battle with Mr. Friend, and they break all the Mr. Friend dolls, and like Stu has a fucking panic attack over it. He's moving.
Now it's time to play. We're going to have a happy day.
What's weird is that that's not Mr. Friend's voice that they got for this game. Like they could have just taken the voice lines from the
Call
show.
me Mr. Friend. You'll never ever be bored again.
Because whoever is voicing Mr. Friend is
There's a
saying
lot more where that comes from.
things that Mr. Friend says in the show.
Word of caution, if you please. Don't kiss the cat.
It's like they got somebody else to record the voice. It really is kind of a creepy episode, though, because, you know... oh, another bonus level? Find the 6 purple boxes and press, like... oh, okay.
I got to get up to that mirror. Or is it down?
There we go, you gotta pick up all the balloons. Yeah, so, like, Mr. Friend, he's
Never
like...
thought it'd be hard to get on the floor.
he's like sentient. He can think and like learn from what's around him. So when nobody wants to be Mr. Friend's friend, Mr. Friend decides to turn on the machine to make more Mr. Friends. Because the babies try to get rid of him. They try to like bury him, and they try to like throw him in the laundry chute, and he just like Dee Dee, Tommy's mom, keeps finding him, and like where he keeps trying to get rid of him. So she keeps bringing Mr. Friend back and leaving him in like Tommy's bedroom, and he doesn't like him. So Tommy keeps trying to get rid of him.
Hey, it
And then
worked.
eventually Mr. Friend wisens up, and he turns on the machine to make more Mr. Friends. And then they start terrorizing all the kids, and start freaking them the fuck out. And then they just like get out their little corn popper and, you know, their toys and like beat them all up and smash them. It's really funny. And then Stu goes out in the backyard and just sees his latest invention completely destroyed, all pieces all over the place. And then, as Electric Ray did the quote, Dee Dee tries to console him. You know, she tries to bring him back up from feeling completely depressed, and she says, maybe the world wasn't ready for Mr. Friend. Mirrorland is an interesting episode. Tommy and Chucky. I'll show it to you. It's in the house. There's a mirror in, I think, the parents' bedroom. It's a really ornate mirror, and it rotates on a little pivot. There's like a hinge in the center of it, and they think that you can go into the mirror. You can like run through it, and it spins around, and it puts you through to, because they see themselves in the mirror, and they think they've walked through the mirror, and it takes them to Mirrorland. And it just so happens that that's when, like, I think Grandpa Lou tries to like use like Just for Men on his hair or something, and it fucks up his hair. It's like a weird color because he screws it up. He washes it out too soon, and it's like green or something. And I think like Dee Dee finds the pair of glasses she wore when she was in college, and they look different or something. So they're like the big Coke bottle frames or whatever. I don't know. Like everybody. It's coincidental, but Tommy and Chucky think that everybody is different because they went through the mirror, and this is the mirror version. So they have to get back into the mirror to get back to the normal world. It's a funny episode. I don't know what it has to do with collecting balloons, though. You know. I did route this game. We did a speedrun of it for Extra Life a long time ago. I think these are optional when you do the speedrun. You kind of don't want to do these. So you don't get a puzzle piece for doing it. You get 3 of the Reptar bars. So if you do all the bonus rounds, you can get like a free puzzle piece. It's a great little throwback to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. You know, when you get the inverted castle. Here you've got the inverted Pickles house. You know, it's crazy. You know, what are they gonna think of next? Shouldn't it say don't get red spheres? Mom, can we play Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles Blue Spheres minigame? No. Draco, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles Blue Spheres minigame at home. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles Blue Spheres minigame at home. Wasn't the music in Rugrats, wasn't it done by one of the guys from Devo? I think it was, right? Mark Mothersbaugh? Just get the balloon, okay? I don't know, maybe me explaining the episodes to you is funnier than watching the cutscenes in this game. I don't actually know. There we go, boom, done. So we got enough. I picked up a couple of Reptar bars when we were in the pyramid down there, so we already had some. We already had some on. Yeah, I keep that thing on me. Alright, are we in the... Yeah, there's Thorg. This is the bedroom, right? Yeah, that's the mirror. So that's the one from the episode that they... Oh, and you can actually use it to go back to the bonus round once you've gotten it. Alright, we'll do Toy Palace, okay? No, Thorg. So this is the episode where Tommy and Chucky get locked in a toy store overnight. Do you remember when we played Kilik, the DNA Imperative, and I kept calling the computer the Wee Willie Wiener Warper that had the laser beam that recharges your batteries? It's a quote from this episode of the show.
Oh no, they got at me!
Okay, well, how do we get around this shit?
Which way now?
So this is the episode with Thorg the gorilla. So you see this caveman that kind of looks like Chucky? There's a cowboy that kind of looks like Tommy or something. They had like a hat. Yeah, this one. It's like a little clown doll. They put a hat on it and they think it's... So they put these in the strollers, and Stu and Chaz or whatever think that it's Tommy and Chucky. So they wheel him out of the store and they leave the kids here. And then they... Okay, so he's here. Okay, good. Well...
Which way now? This'll never work.
So the kids, they want to play around with stuff. There's like the big purple gorilla.
This'll never work.
I don't think we're supposed to go that way. There's the big gorilla Thorg. Zahanda quoted him earlier. He said like, Thorg hungry, Thorg want eat. It's this big animatronic monkey that walks around. And it's just automatic.
I don't like
But,
this.
you know, Tommy and Chucky think that he's coming to get them. Oh, okay, I guess we don't want to step on those. So they have to go activate Reptar to fight Thorg. And then you have Halt, I am Reptar. And then you have Thorg hungry, Thorg want eat.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. Collect the Reptar boxes and place them on the stairs in the Reptar room. So yeah, we have to turn on the switch. It's probably not going to play the... Oh shit, there's... Okay, well there's Thorg. Is that monkey jump scare? Okay, okay, yep.
Reptar will save us.
Is that
Run away!
Danky Kang? What we got? Can I get around him?
Got to be some way out of here.
Okay, we're gonna give him the rope-a-dope here. Sure, whatever, dude. Just, Tommy, just pick that up, please. Tommy, get that. There you go. Okay.
Oh!
So we gotta bring these into the
Look at all the toys.
the Reptar zone. Where is Reptar? He's around here somewhere. You gotta like... Okay, well, that's terrifying. That's the Wee Willie Wiener Warper.
Oh! It's Reptar, the meanest, greenest dinosaur around.
Okay, so there's Reptar. So we gotta get up there to turn on Reptar. And then it's actually like the Wee Willie Wiener Warper. It's a real
Some way out of here.
it's a real time machine. It's a functional time machine. So at the end of the episode, Reptar knocks
Reptar will
Thor
save us.
into the time machine. And he gets sent back to like colonial times. So it's
Careful,
like
Dobby.
it's like George Washington crossing like Valley Forge and shit like that in the boat. And then like the monkey just appears in the background. Everybody turns to look at him like, what the hell?
Ow!
Yeah, you get. Yeah, this is King Kong versus Godzilla. This is the better version. You can tell your kids that.
Look at all the toys.
Look at all the toys, man. Look at them all. There's a lot of them. We're on boxes of them, okay? Tommy just like, you know, the momentum here.
Careful, Dobby.
Okay. Boom. There it is. So
Reptar
it's
will
really,
save us.
the actual thing is the Wee Willie Warper time modulator, I think is what it's called. It has like a full proper name.
Careful,
But we called it the
Dobby.
Wee Willie Wiener Warper. Because that was one of the jokes that... Where the
Reptar
fuck
will
did
save
Thor
us.
even go? Where is he? He's just gone. We called it that because when I was doing my crappy little juvenile middle school comedy stuff, the Radio F cassette tapes, we were talking about that as like a thing that, you know,
There's nothing to
it
be
warps
scared
your
of.
wiener back in time. That's the joke, okay? That's as far as we got with the joke. So the Wee Willie Wiener Warper, it warps your wiener back in time. I don't know what I don't really understand what that means. It was just funny because we were like 8.
Look at all the toys. Reptar will save us.
Get up there, Tommy.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Nothing to be scared of. Hit it. You better show me the cutscene. God damn it, dude. It's not playing any of them now. It's just not playing any of the cutscenes. Oh well. What a failure of a stream. What the hell, man? What's weird is that, like, the first couple of ones worked. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I gotta, you know what? I did this joke, I did this joke 12 years ago or 11 years ago on the stream. I'll do it again. It's a very strangely well-defined JPEG of a foot they got floating above the edge of that monkey. What is this, a Sabrina Arbach drawing?
This is my mommy and daddy's room.
7 Voyages of Cynthia. You get to play a Spike in this level. So this is Fangermon remembered that reference. Fangermon was probably there to see the original stream. So the 7 Voyages of Cynthia. Cynthia gets lost, like thrown in a sewer or something, I think. And Angelica becomes very distraught because she lost her toy. And then Spike turns out to be the one who finds it because, like, you know, Cynthia gets put through like a sewage processing plant, like a chemical dump or something. Like it's It's an absolute nightmare, you know? And then Spike digs her out of the trash and then starts chewing on her and then brings it back home. And then Angelica gets overjoyed because Cynthia's back. So this is a creepy underwater level, or underground level rather, where there's like, you know, you can't get too close to the toxic waste because it does hurt you. And yeah, they do just have like radioactive waste just hanging out underground, you know, like. Oh right, you don't want to get in the. Don't touch that. Don't touch the poop water. I wonder if that health thing is not working correctly. I feel like it hasn't gone down at all. Is it just not animating right? Is it? Oh, no, it is going down. Okay. Come on, dude. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. And that's a rat. No rats. What, are we in Egypt now? Wait. Nope. I thought that was an exit or whatever. There's a Reptar bar back there. I don't need that. Where the hell am I going? Oh, we're under hole 8. That's right. We're underneath the golf course now. Yeah, it's like the Hazy Maze Cave or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. We're finding bones. You're probably going the right way. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Now we gotta find? I didn't see that. I was trying to jump and I accidentally button mashed through the damn. Okay. Well, they gave us a minute and a half to do it. She was right there. All right, cool. Speedrun. That's probably a gold split. What's really sad is I don't think the final cutscene's going to play. I really hope it does. Oh, touchdown, Tommy! This is a great episode, man. This is all the dads get together to watch the football game, and everybody gets a bottle, but Grandpa Lou gives Tommy chocolate milk. Everybody else gets regular milk, and because Grandpa Lou is like, I made something special for you, whippersnapper, and he gives him the bottle, and Angelica gets really, cause, yep, I know all about the Rugrats lore. I'm never getting laid, you know. I'm the admin of the Rugrats wiki. So Angelica doesn't get a bottle because she's like 3 years old canonically. So, but she's being a brat because she wants chocolate milk, and Tommy gets chocolate milk, so she tries to get the bottle. And
You're mine, baby.
so basically,
This rivalry goes back a long way.
everyone tries to keep it away from her.
It's a sack. He's down.
There you go, drink it, take a big sip, and they're actually like throwing the thing around like a football. So the little radio announcer you hear is like in the episode, it's the dads are watching the big game, and you hear like the guy saying it's a big pass and saying all that stuff, and they're throwing the bottle around trying to keep it away from Angelica. They're making a huge mess, you know. Oh, this cutscene's working. Even though it's very clearly not empty.
Tickles, what is this mess? Who was
And that also just I don't know, dude. It's not whatever. Whatever, dude. But the dads are too busy watching the game, so they're not paying attention to the kids who have destroyed the house and covered everything in chocolate milk. So it's a huge mess. Let's do Incident on Aisle 7. This is where they go to the supermarket. I'm trying to think what actually happens in this episode. I don't remember. Tommy gets loose and like, he's trying to. Oh, he wants the cereal. That's right. He wants the Reptar cereal.
Larry,
Yeah, we got the.
clean up in the seafood department. Lobsters on the loose.
We got the. There we go. See the Reptar cereal. He wants that. So he gets out of the cart to go find it.
Clean up in aisle 12. There are watermelons everywhere.
There is a way to like walk through this without. Okay, fine.
Those look yummy.
Oh, it's square. It's the last button I tried. Square lets you walk.
I feel like a bunny rabbit except with a diaper.
Rugrats did irreparable damage to culture. I feel like the reason why there's so many like baby furs and shit is because of this goddamn show. God damn it, dude. Save big. There's these two recurring characters in Rugrats. There's like these high school delinquents that are always like, they're always just like wages at all the businesses that, you know, the kids terrorize. They work at the store in this episode too. They just called them, like, would they say Lloyd and Steve or someone? That's them. We gotta get over here. $2.99 for cabbage, I guess. It's purple. All right. Larry and Steve. Keep them away by pressing triangle to toss piles to left and right. Aim Tommy. Okay. There we go.
Oh, duck!
I don't think Tommy throws pies at him in the show.
Hey! Get him!
Okay, good. Watch out for pinchy things. Don't want to get touched by the pinchy
Larry,
things.
Steve, clean up in the detergent department. Just add water.
Yeah, so what happens in the show is that, like, everywhere Tommy goes, he's like a little tornado of destruction. And,
Ah! Lobsters!
so he's always, like, destroying things everywhere he goes. So Larry and Steve are always one step behind.
Ah!
The hell?
Pinchy things!
Oh, Jesus Christ, everything in here is hurting me. What? Tommy, get out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god, Tommy, no. Okay.
Did I do that? I'm gonna make it! If I don't fall down.
Square doesn't seem to be working. Can I get out of here? Yeah, I am moving. Is the right way? Is it this way? Don't touch all the shrimp, I guess. Walking along all the fish. Great camera, by the way. I'm really trying to see what the hell's in front of me. Okay, it's not here. I think I do have to jump across all the paper towels.
I'm feeling kind of jumpy.
Better. Hang on, what's this poster say?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, blast off. You know, Bubsy, I don't know. You had your chance. Okay, watch out for all the eggs.
And me without my bottle. I think
All
this
right.
milk's gone bad.
Dude, did I just get decked in the face? Did I get popped by the fucking door? Oh, shit.
Larry, Steve, clean up on aisle 7. I need one of you.
Egg. There we. All right. Exactly. Egg. Okay. Here's the. Right. So this is the big. This is the big guy. Okay.
Not gonna stop me.
I'm pretty sure.
Take that.
There's a way. Oh shit. Oh no, no, no. Ate my jump. Get up, Tommy. Am I at the beginning of the fucking
Larry,
stick?
clean up in the dairy
No.
department.
Okay. I am in
No
the halfway
crying,
point.
Please.
Right? Yeah. Okay. You can bypass the lobster. We under hole 8 again? I hear the music. Dude, just come on, Tommy. Just fucking. Oh, god damn. Oh, wait. You can climb up the whole time? Okay. Well, then screw trying to do all the platforming. I guess I didn't have to do that. Is there a reason why everything is, like, flying off the shelves here?
Clean up on aisle 12.
You-
Larry
there you
or
go.
Steve.
Alright. I like how the cookies don't reappear. I'm pretty sure you can, no shit. Oh, god damn it. Can you do this? There is... There's a way around this lobster. I remember the speedrun strat. Okay, if you go like that and then lead him over, I think you can... Oh, god, motherfucker. Okay. These lobsters is getting in my way. Okay. So I wasted all this time, but I think if you walk over to the left and then run all the way straight to the right, you just get around it. Oh, fuck, there's a can in the way! That's the can, that's how you do it. That's the can I threw at the other fucking lobster. Get up oh my god, dude. How do you do this normally? Do you have to stun this guy? Yeah, you gotta stun him. Get up, Tommy!
That's like bowling for lobsters.
I forgot how to do that the non-speedrun way. Here we go.
Yay!
He just gets like sucked out the door or something. I don't know what actually happens, but he does get to the Reptar cereal, okay? He gets there.
Reptar.
And I think after all of that... Oh, no. Yeah, it falls in the thing. Yeah.
$6.15. Huh.
Yeah, Lou buys it for him anyways. Because he picks it up and then Dee Dee says, no, it's full of sugar, you don't need that. And then Tommy goes out and he has the lobster genocide route. I killed them all. There's somebody in the garage? I guess maybe the garage is only something that opens up. I don't know. You can go outside, right? There's a Circus Angelicus is out here.
Outside.
Is it the dog? Is the Spike? Hey, Spike is having some trouble here. I think it's this toy. Is this toy the level? Is it the sandbox? Is it the ball? What out here starts this level? It's the episode where they try to put on like a circus in the backyard or whatever. And Angelica gets the babies to do a bunch of dumb stunts and like they ride their tricycle around and stuff. Let's pick all this crap up. Alright, well, the level is out here. Man, Spike is really having a hard time walking. Like I said, this game isn't animating, or isn't emulating right. There's just a reptile bar behind. It just makes me wonder if like, it makes me wonder if like the final stage is not going to work right. Like if we get to the very end of all this and it just doesn't work. Let's do Grandpa's teeth. It's a terrifying episode with the goose. No cutscene. So this episode, Grandpa Lou, they go to this picnic for the Rotary. Oh, here it is. For the Rotary Club.
Sprouts, it's almost time for my
Is this gonna cut out?
Pop, don't.
You're scaring the children.
potato salad sticks to my teeth, so I'm taking them out.
If you do, nobody else will be able to eat. Please, Pop, just stick to Jello molds.
This'll be our little secret, Sprout?
Weird that this actually worked and not the other ones. So he takes his teeth out. The babies don't know that he can do that. They're like, what the fuck? His teeth come out?
Potato salad?
It's so he can eat the potato salad at the stupid picnic. And then the dog picks it up. And like, okay. So it did end a little bit early.
Talk about a wild goose chase.
So you gotta go through this little hedge maze to find where the teeth went.
Here, boy.
So in order to idiot-proof this, there's a little hint here. Come up on a...
Wait for me, Tommy.
Did they? Hang on.
Yeah, spiky, spiky, spiky.
On the really on the brush, there's supposed to be a very, very faint, unless it's not loading the JPEG properly, in which case maybe it's not. But if you don't know where to go,
Talk about
you can
a wild goose chase.
you can look on the oh yeah, there's a goose here. That's
Tommy, help!
the goose takes the teeth from Spike and starts terrorizing the kids. Is it? Where is it? There's like little faint arrows that point which direction you go at all the junctions. It just kind of tells you what to do. It's very DSP, you know, yellow paint sort of affair.
Tommy. Yeah, spiky, spiky, spiky.
Goose again.
Tommy, look out!
That's just the damn.
Tommy!
I think there's only one goose in the episode that takes the teeth. I don't actually remember.
But I don't like this.
Okay, right there. See? It's just the very faint arrow that says to go left. So I guess it's not at every intersection.
Wait for me, Tommy!
There we go. Alright. So now you gotta chase the goose. This kind of works. You know, that's not very well. It almost just makes me wish I could find my copy of this game so we could see all the stupid cutscenes. He's gonna get too far away. God damn it. I might be able to turn this around. Maybe. If the goose with Chucky gets too far... Oh, there he is. If he gets too far away, then you lose instantly. You gotta restart. But these are, these jumps are. I mean, even when the AI is trying to jump, you can tell they're kind of screwed up. They don't really work all that well. Yeah, the game is just this bad, by the way. You know, it's. Here we go. Shuffle puck. Now you gotta hit the goose and don't hit Chucky. And you can just stun lock the goose just like that. You know, speed run strats. Okay.
What the? My teeth!
There you go. So that's the end of the episode. He gets his teeth back. That's it. Gold Rush. Oh yeah, you gotta find the. This was a great episode. So, oh man. You guys know whenever we're playing stuff and the game is taking too long, I'm like, come on, speed it up. Times is dimes. That's from this episode of the show. Like, Tommy and Chucky are playing in a sandbox, and they find a dime in the sandbox, okay? At the park. And Angelica gets her hands on it, and she's like, okay, babies, you're going to be my slaves, and you're going to dig every inch of the sand in this park to find all of the dimes. And so she puts Tommy and Chucky to work, and they're digging all these holes everywhere. And they it's Tommy and Chucky are like, they're, you know, I guess they split up and they start looking for stuff, and Chucky wanders back over, and you know, Tommy's like, or Chucky's like, I haven't found anything. Angelica's gonna be so mad, Tommy. Have you found any more dimes? Because they're obsessed with dimes. Dimes are the only thing that they have the concept of that they know is valuable, because it's a little coin. So Tommy's like, no, I haven't found anything. I've just found all of this junk. And then, you know, the camera pans over. There's a fucking $100 bill, a diamond ring, the Rolex, just all this shit that he's like, I've only found all this crap, you know, all this worthless junk. Because it's not a dime. They don't know that they don't know what it is. It's not a dime though. So oh, okay. Well, we just kind of T-posed inside the little hobby horse. I don't know. You know, I was kind of clowning on Rugrats, saying that, you know, I didn't really like this show. The Rugrats, the original show, was decent. You know, like I said, they. What are you doing, Phil? The gold one back there, that's worth. Oh, fuck! That gives you an extra Reptar bar. I thought it was worth 5. This is an interesting bonus stage because I don't think you have to find all the coins. You only have to get most of them. Unless I'm wrong. I could be entirely wrong. Because I am getting pretty close to getting all of them. By the way, I have it on good authority that this is the music that plays in Hell. I guess you do have to find them all. Shit. Okay, well, there's one back here. Uh-oh. I'm down 1 coin. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, here it is. Okay, good. All right. All right, Rich. All of like $4.
Okay, now let's look for work.
All right, we got a couple of levels left to do. Let's do the space one. Gotta go upstairs for that.
Where's my Reptar puzzle?
Tommy, we've established it. It's right over there. Maybe the circus thing is a bonus level and it's not a real I could have sworn you went outdoors to do it.
This is Grandpa's room.
All right, here it is. Visitors from outer space. So this is the episode where, like, Tommy, he has, like, a dream that he gets abducted by aliens. Or something, I think. He sees, like, there's, like, a car pulls up into the neighboring house. Like, he overhears them talking about UFOs. I think, like, a car pulls up in the neighboring house and he sees the lights through the window from his crib, and he thinks that's the UFO coming to get him. Or whatever, I don't know. I don't remember. I think it is just a dream.
There's gotta be some way out of here. I gotta bust out of here.
Get out of here. The robots wake back up.
What those dumb babies are up to?
But it was like, yeah, because like all the parents, they have like weird
Something not right about this.
weird robot versions where, like, I think Stu is like an octopus with like 5 heads or something.
Boy,
Like, I don't know.
Alien sure got bad taste.
Also, yeah, they call them aliens with an M. I'm pretty sure I say that on the show too. I've said aliens before. Yeah, I think it is the Lonely Space Vixens episode where Grandpa Lou wants to watch that Skinamax show. I think that's what it is. I think that's how the kids overhear about aliens, because like Lou says something about it. There we go. Find the elevator.
This place is stranger and friction. I'm busting out of here.
Stranger than friction. Yeah, what even are physics, Angelica? That's weird. I remember there's like a talking goldfish. There's like a talking goldfish in a top hat in the dream. And like he takes the escape pod or something. It's really weird trying to recall like episodes of the show that I don't really remember. Yeah, okay. So we come in here. It's that guy.
What's your name, kid?
You talking to me? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, especially fish.
I'm Sablito Fescarek, but my friends call me George. I'm from the planet Neptuna.
That figures.
Look, kid, I'll help you get out of here if you release me. Otherwise, I'm on the menu for tomorrow night's alien dinner.
All right, but no fishy stuff.
There she is. Get her.
Oh yeah, Stu is like a weird, like an elephant guy, and then the fish turns off the gravity.
Turned off the gravity. Just swim.
Yeah, so it's kind of coming back to me.
This is cool.
That little cube right there, I think, is your cue that you can go up right here. It's like get out. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's the end of the episode. I don't remember how it ends. All right, got that. Was there anything in
This
the
is Grandpa's room.
in
It's
here?
my room.
We do have Let There Be Light. Let There Be Light is, you know what, we'll do the spooky one, okay? Let There Be Light. So this is the episode where Tommy, he gets afraid of ghosts, but he's convinced that the Reptar flashlight will keep the shadow monsters away. So
Somebody must have moved the kitchen.
he's trying to get to the kitchen to get the light on because the light is down in the kitchen. But look at this spooky shit, man.
Take that. I'm gonna find the kitchen if it's the first thing I do.
So yeah, they get down there to try to open it because I think the power goes out or something in the show. Something happens and it like freaks them out. Oh no, pick that. You need that, Tommy. the power goes out or something, and it scares him, and he like
That'll keep those shadow monsters away.
it's the refrigerator. But there's you gotta like. Can you do this? I think they went outside, right? Hang on. Yeah. They went outside, they got like Spike, right? And they tied the leash to the door. I don't think I'm doing this right. I don't remember what I'm doing. How do they open the refrigerator? Go away. No ghosts. This Rugrats creepypasta out of here. Oh, right. It's this. Okay, hang on. The drawer. Right? We pull out the drawer. No? Mom, can we have Luigi's Mansion? Hey, this game came out before Luigi's Mansion, okay? Oh, you can't even pick up the dog bowl. I could have sworn you could. Okay. I went up on that. Some of these are like illuminated weird, where it seems like I should be able to interact with them. Oh wait, hang on. How do I open that? Press triangle on the other thing, and that is that not? What's the point of going in here? The dishwasher? God, Tommy, please. Oh, you just... Oh, okay. So you have to open the fridge normally, and then realize that it doesn't, that the power's out. Okay. Then do I go outside? This level's so scary. I'm so spooked. I can't believe that, like, the only times I've been, like, startled on stream is, like, the dumbest things. Mr. Friend on the golf level got me.
Yeah, spiky, spiky, spiky.
Frickin' the truck from Inunake Tunnel spooked me when the engine just, like, started all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure the, White face. One of the pop scares and I'm scared also got me. Is Spike upstairs? Where the hell? Is he? Oh, go away. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no sleep. I thought we. Okay, so I think in the episode, I guess it's just because it's not playing the cutscenes. It's just not working. But like, I think the power goes out, and then Tommy goes to try to open the refrigerator to get the light to come back because he knows that the light turns on every time you open the door. So he's like, "That's where the light must be." So he gets spiked. I swear to God, I think he ties he gets the leash around the door of the fridge, and his Spike pulls the door open. That's right at the same time that Stu is in the garage and he flips all the breakers back on. So, like, as the door opens, the light does come on, and Tommy thinks it's because he managed to get the light. Anyways, we finished the Reptar puzzle, so now we're going to the next end stage. We did it. We found all the Reptar puzzle pieces, guys. One more stage. Reptar 2010. Guys, you remember this 16 years ago, okay? It happened.
This is Go. Pitchfork, reporting live from NSPC News. Reptar is ravaging the city. Never in my entire career as a reporter have I seen
a little bit of macro treat for you guys. You know what's crazy is that this movie theater that's showing the Rugrats movie, I think it predates the Rugrats, the actual movie.
Reptar, prehistoric beast or radioactive freak. Tonight at 10.
I don't know. Be nice to Reptar. Call him a radioactive freak. That's why this
calls for sunny skies with an increasing.
Hang on, are we gonna destroy the THQ building? I guess someone. That building was already fucked up by the time we got here. That's THQ.
Support.
Benjamin's getting into it. She's posting all the Rex emotes and everything.
We'll have people standing by 24 hours to answer any claims, unless you want money.
Unfortunately, the fire breath doesn't even really do anything.
Involving 200 cars and a giant reptilian monster. You'll want to steer clear of that one.
It's a fun little thing you get to do at the end, you know. You walk up here, you actually have to jump up onto the bridge. You know? Do it again. Fuck that train.
This green giant is not very jolly.
I noticed it stacked a bunch of sound effects on top of each other right there. You right there, Reptar? Hang on. Chicken Man used cars? Oh, we gotta get that. Chicken Man. I don't remember that sign being there. I'll be honest with you.
Citizens are advised to stay home, lock their doors, and keep away from giant fire-breathing monsters. You prepare for giant fire-breathing dinosaur attack? We'll show you how, tonight at 10.
So your reward for finding all the Reptar puzzle pieces is to come in and destroy the city. Did I make a big loop? I think I did. Either Reptar has already been through this part of town, or we've been through Detroit. Yeah, no, there's the THQ building. The Science Center. That's where they do the science, okay? All the science. Rhino's Burger? Oh. You climb down, right? Is it? And that's Toy Palace. We've been there. We've been to Toy Palace. Oh, can I go? Can I go? Oh, we got Perp Pop here? Oh yeah, dude. All about that. Love it when sound effects stack like that. Oh, never not funny, okay?
You see, Reptar, all citizens are advised to run like crazy.
Oh, here we go. Another movie theater we haven't destroyed yet. Like how the fire doesn't do anything. It's great. Another Rhino's Burgers. This guy must be pretty successful. Jim's Garage. JYM. Okay, you guys ready for this? We're gonna go smash up Rugrats City Hall. Oh man, it doesn't show the. Didn't show the thing, man. Reptar, he falls one step short of destroying City Hall, and instead he whips out a top hat and a cane and starts dancing, and he tap dances off the screen. That's the one cutscene I was hoping would actually play. Son of a bitch. Special thanks. Look at that, man. All these nicknames. The professionals at THQ. The professionals. Special shout outs to Fun Spot, by the way. Let's hear it for Fun Spot, all right? Hey, look, we went to that guy's burger place, and we went to that guy's gym. Look at these testers. All these people that they did a great job. A lot of Jasons. A lot of Jasons worked on this game. Very strange. Only hired people named Jason. You know, I looked on your resume here. You're very qualified, but you're not, your name's not Jason. Hey, Steve Blum. He voices Stu, by the way. Love this. What instrument is this they're playing? I have no idea. It's like a xylophone? I don't know. It's that baby instrument. Let's see. They didn't thank Klasky nor Chupo from Klasky Chupo. We did it for the children, okay? We did it for the children. And the lulz. And in Comic Sans, too. Okay? Then you just go back. They kick you back out to the home. Yes, I probably could have zoomed in the stream a little bit, but it got cropped weird in the stream or whatever. Does the TV do anything? Here, we'll do Egg Hunt real quick. That's another bonus. There's another level. You can do the rest of them.
That's my Easter egg. They're all mine unless you can tile to them.
So you just have to get all these. Oh, that's all this one is? There was one of them you had to, like, race Angelica to do something. I guess I thought it was this. You like the Reptar? You want me to get the Reptar TV? Hang on, we'll do that. That's just picking up eggs. We've already done that. We did cookies, we did coins. If I turn this camera just right. Hey! There. Exactly. Right there. It's just a jumping off point, by the way. There. We'll get a nice little Reptar thing here. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. Egg. Right, so I don't wait, did it? Oh, it just restarted the game. It just reset the game.
Where's my Reptar puzzle?
Is that? Yeah, it took all the pieces away. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Real quick. Yeah, no, I don't think it did it load the... Yeah, it tried I heard it try to load a cutscene and it just didn't work. Okay. Oh shit, I really thought that was gonna... Oh, fuck. That's like the worst. I hate the baby sounds. And I know you guys can still hear him, so hang on, let me turn that. Here, we'll go back. There. No more babies. No more babies. Shh. Silent. Be quiet. Baby's napping. Alright. Well, unfortunately, I guess I really wished I would have found the damn copy of my game. I don't know what happened to it. I think the last time I saw that CD, I brought it out because we did it for Extra Life several years ago, and I think that's the last time I ever brought that disc out, was for Extra Life. And I swear to God, it's got to be one of those things where it's like, I put it somewhere thinking like, I'll put this away later, and then I just forgot I just forgot it. I have no idea what happened to it. So, I didn't really get too far into the game. I booted it up on the PS Classic to see if it loaded it in, and it did the developer logos. I mashed through the opening thing where Tommy asked about the Reptar puzzle, so I didn't see that one ended early. I just saw that it played the cutscene and the audio wasn't crunchy, so I just skipped through it. And then I also went straight to Ice Cream Mountain because that's the closest level. I went straight there and then played that and saw that cutscene worked and the audio didn't suck. So then I was like, oh, okay, it must work. So I didn't. I guess not. Most of the cutscenes didn't play. Whoops. But at least the sound effects, the music worked, the audio wasn't crackly and stuff like that. It really is like the only version that worked is if I had the physical copy to put in the system, and I guess I just kind of let you guys down by not being able to do that. But by the time I realized it wasn't working, I'd already, too far invested into the thing, and I didn't get the backup game ready, or I say the as if I had one picked out. I didn't get a backup game ready, so I'd already had everything set up for this. So, whoops. But that's Rugrats Search for Reptar. We played this game on Gatorbox literally 11 years ago. It had a Friday feature, and we had the whole ensemble cast. It was me and DC Murray and Rocky. Everybody was here. The gang's all here. All the stars are here. And that video, of course, it's not on the channel anymore. So I wanted to at least play through it again so that we could have it back on the channel at some point whenever I decide to edit this video. But it's kind of a mixed bag because we're missing the cutscenes, so some of the amusement is missing from there. But I think it got replaced with me trying to remember how the game actually went. So, I don't know. It's kind of a give and take. It's a different experience from the first time we had it. But I didn't get pop scared by the mummy in the pyramid down there. I knew he was down there, okay? But one thing I will say about this game, and I don't know how to replicate this, and I may have said this during the stream 11 years ago. I can't really go back and check. Remember when copy protection, like fake piracy screens were like a thing on YouTube? They did like the fake Mario Party, Mario 64 DS copy protection screens, and it's like unintentionally creepy, using kind of the Sonic CD, spooky Gaijin Sonic or whatever as like a creepypasta thing. Rugrats Search for Reptar actually does have a weird like disk read error screen that I've never seen anybody archive and put online. It's on the disk somewhere. I don't know how you could replicate it. Maybe just corrupt the memory in an emulator. I don't actually know. But I rented this game when it came out in 1998. I rented it at the local movie gallery before they was called that. And I brought the disc. I remember bringing the disc home, and it looked kind of fucked up. Like, the bottom had some scratches on it, so I was like, yeah, whatever. And I popped it into my PlayStation, and I turned it on. And it did the PS, the white screen, the PS logo, the sounds. And it did the developer logos, and then it hung on the loading screen for a really long time. We skipped through it at the beginning of the stream, but usually when it loaded in the levels, it did the little Rugrats explosion. When it loads into the game, it's a black screen, and there's red text in the bottom that just says loading, and it just blinks red in that font. That's all it does. And I remember the game took a really long time to load. I was like, what the hell what is taking so goddamn long? And I think I left the game on, and I went to use the bathroom. I left for a second. I got a drink. I came back a few minutes later, and the loading screen had passed, and there was like a weird, it was like a blue background of one of the, like the Rugrats textures, a blue background, and there was a message and the red flashing text was in the center, and it said like warning or like disk read error or something, and then there was a message saying the disk could not be read. So it was able to read enough of the disk to pass the check, the authenticity check in the PlayStation and all that. It was able to do all of that. And it was able to actually read the logos and get to whatever this error message was, and then display that and tell me the game was fucked up. And it's a weird thing that I committed to memory. It wasn't scary or anything, but I was like completely devoid of context. I could see like that being one of those things that people would like glom onto when copy protection warning screens were like a creepypasta thing. But this one's actually real, and it actually would look kind of frightening because everything's in the Rugrats font, but it's like warning, the game it's fucked up. I don't know. This is a weird memory I had. So yeah, it's not a bad game. I'm pretty sure this did move enough copies to get a greatest hits re-release, which means it sold more than 1 million copies. It's not bad, but it just really is just very, very rough around the edges. It is kind of fun to have these little mini games that are based ostensibly on episodes from the show. But the problem is that a lot of them wind up being like, collect all these things in a certain time limit, or you find this and find that. A lot of the episodes take place in the house, so that kind of happens in the game as well. But it is neat that they did Ice Cream Mountain, so there's a whole mini golf thing in there. They did the eat the cookies and drink the chocolate milk. They copied that. They did multiples of those. There's multiple hide and seek ones as well. Mirrorland, with you collect the balloons, you collect the coins, you collect the eggs. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of repeating, but omitting all the repeats. It's not a bad game. It's kind of fun. It also booted weird in the same way. Angelica was like frozen in the kitchen. I was like, why is she here? I honestly thought you never know with shit like this, you know. I thought I was going to walk up to Angelica, then her face was going to be on the screen, and her eyes were going to be all black, and it was going to be screaming and creepypasta. And then, like, I totally would not have set that up, because I didn't even fucking know it was going to do that and emulate wrong, but you guys wouldn't have believed me. You'd be like, oh, Draco, you put on the yeah, I am God. You put on the creepypasta version. I would have been like, no, I genuinely didn't. That's frightening. I didn't make it do that. I don't know why she's standing around in the kitchen, just frozen, T-posing under the table. I don't know why she's there, okay? Anyways, so Rugrats Search for Reptar, I don't think we did a pros and cons for it way back in the day, but we kind of moved past that on this stream. It turns into recommendation. Would I recommend Rugrats Search for Reptar? It's a soft yes. It's not a no. I mean, it's not a shitty game. It's not a bad game. If you're not really a fan of Rugrats, you're not going to get a lot out of it, I think is the takeaway. If you're familiar with the show, if you grew up with the show like I did, you'll remember the levels. You probably, if you saw the show, that probably jogged your memory a couple of times when we were playing all the different episodes in the game. So it's not bad. It's a little jank. The controls are not very good. None of the babies, they all handle the same way. Jumping is kind of weird. It's hard to gauge distance. The characters move very jerkily. The cutscenes and the humor of the show is there. Selectively, characters have the correct voices. All the babies and the main characters do. Like Grandpa Lou, Dee Dee, and Stu. All the babies have the right voices. Mr. Friend does not. And the guy from Ice Cream Mountain does not. Trying to think, like all on the title screen. It's a bunch of weird baby sounds and not just like, because they had the voice actors. They could have had them record like some laughs and stuff like that, but they didn't do that. If you're into Mark Mothersbaug's music, then there's a lot of original, inspired by the show compositions in this game, which I guess is a perk if you're into weird clown music that Rugrats was known for. It's something that if you enjoyed the show, you would probably like the game a lot more than just playing the game by itself with no context for the show whatsoever. Because, going into this completely blind, having never seen Rugrats, you'd be like, what is the significance of Ice Cream Mountain? What is this? What's the purple monkey? What is that? What does that mean? What is Mirrorland? What is Mirrorland? And even then they took some liberties with some of the things, because there is Mirrorland and it's just the house is upside down. It's not really It's not really what they did in the episode. It's just they just used the name and the prop is there in the room. So that Mirror Lane, there you go. But no, it's a fun game. It's all right, and this is one of those games that is worth. Like I said, it was a greatest hit, so it sold 1 million copies. There's a bunch of them out there, and nobody really wants this game, so you can probably get it for pretty cheap, complete in the case. So yeah, you know, for fans of the show, it's fine. You can pick it up, and you probably get something out of it. You probably enjoy it. So that's all I have for you on Gatorbox tonight. I picked out that game to kind of restream it, to kind of fill in the gaps of videos that have been taken down, so I've been working on that. Anyways, next week is Friday the 13th. We have 2 of them, because we had one last month, but since February is 28 days, that means this month is also going to have a Friday the 13th. The February had one too. There's 28 minutes of cutscenes compiled on YouTube. Of course there is. There's also an entire wiki devoted to the Rugrats as well. We have an after hours video of me going through that. It's probably one of the sleeper hit videos on this channel, is me trying to make sense of the Rugrats wiki. I don't have a game picked out for Friday the 13th. I had some ideas for stuff. We had some spooky games. Fans around requested maybe something spooky for Friday the 13th, of course. So we'll work on that. The next after Friday the 13th, the 20th, that is Reflex's birthday. So I might try to see if we did a whole month of March one year for him. We did monster truck games, and I don't know if there's any more that we haven't played that were like candidates for the stream. I'll look into it. But the 13th, I got to pick out some horror games. We'll pick out, maybe do a game hell or something. I don't know. I'll try to find something. I got a lot of stupid survival horror games on Steam burning a hole in my pocket, so maybe we can pick some of those. When's the last time we did the Chilla's Art games? We did some of them last year, but I don't remember when. It was around Halloween? Is it too soon? I don't know. We'll figure something out. So that's all I have for you on the stream tonight. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for the resubs. Appreciate y'all being here. I am working on some other stuff real quick before I roll the credits. On the Etsy store, I have a new order of I'm not out of stock, but the Missing No trading cards I have, I'm restocking on those. I updated the design a little bit, fixed a typo. Everything is the same otherwise. Sent it through to the printer again. I've got 4 other mock-up cards coming in as well. It's all of the legendaries from the Game Boy Color game, which don't exist as real cards because they have weird effects that you can't do in real life. So part of the thing with the Missing No card is that I did this challenge of how to take that glitch and its effects and work it into the card game of the era as if it was a card from the late 90s, and not make it overpowered and things like that. So how do you have it so that you can duplicate items and do all this stuff, but also not make the card overkill? Well, that's how you do it. So there's that card. And then since the 4 Game Boy cards have weird random effects and things you can only do programmatically, I was like, how can I take these moves and these Pokemon powers and translate them from code to paper so that you could actually theoretically do them in real life, and then also fix the exploit with the Zapdos, because that's how we eventually stormed through all the retro achievements. So we got Zapdos, and if you only have legendary Zapdos on your side and you do the Big Thunder move for 70 damage, it targets a random Pokemon on either side of the playfield except for Zapdos itself. So if you only have Zapdos on your side of the field, it's guaranteed 70 damage to somebody on your opponent's side of the playfield, and you can break the game like this. So when I flattened the cards and made them, into not code but physical cards and rewrote it, I also fixed that with the Zapdos so people couldn't just do that in real life. So like I said, I retooled it, making them feasible to use in reality if you wanted to do that with like a retro themed deck, but also keeping them as true to the originals from the Game Boy game as possible. So we got the Missing No coming in as a restock. 4 new promo cards. I got 90 of each for sale. So I don't know how quickly they're going to go out, but they're $5 a piece. And if you buy 4 of them, they all ship for free anyways, because it goes over the limit. So there's those, and there's a 6th card of the Charizard version of Missing No. I posted a preview of that in the Discord somewhere. I think it's in the Art and Creativity channel. So we're doing that. That one doesn't have final artwork yet, so it didn't get sent to the printer. But the card is pretty much done. It just needs the artwork for the guy. I'm thinking of other stuff to do for other cards, but I don't want to just do a whole bunch of them. Had the Missing No card for 2 years. realized I've sold hundreds of them and literally made thousands of dollars plural. Not tens of thousands, 4 figures, but mid 4 figures selling just this one card. So I'm like, I should probably make some other ones that people want because people keep buying this one. And if people keep buying this one and there's 4 more and then those turn out to be good, that's more line go up. Okay, line go up. That's good. Stonks. So I'm working on that. So you know, I gotta buy a house somehow. You know, if I can do it from selling fan-made Pokemon cards, and we got there in the end, right? So, anyways, yeah, and I'm telling you guys about it so you can buy one, or whenever I get the thing set up for redeeming the prizes, you can have one just sent to you for redeeming your cola tabs, and you can get them that way as well. So we will see how that goes. Thank you for dropping the links, Vandramon. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think that's the only the one big update I have. I don't think I have anything else. There's also actually shop.gator.co. Where does that go? What is shop? Does that? That takes you to. Hang on. What is? Oh no, the other one I was thinking of was okay. Never mind. I was thinking of the page for the prizes. Yeah, that was okay. Sorry, I'm dumb. Anyways, thanks for coming out. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys here next Friday the 13th, and we'll figure out something spooky to play then. Good night. God bless. I love you. Take care. Here's the credits. I animated these myself. They're special, okay?